Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's not the gobbledygooker. No, no, no. And happy Thanksgiving to everyone, because welcome to your show. That's right. It's the Kickout Crew. Want to thank everybody for joining us. Hoping you're having a fun time with your family, because Lord knows it's always a blessing, ain't it? But hey, this is my favorite holiday, so I just want everybody to be thankful. We can get to the gifts and bullshit next month. Fuck off with your trees and lights right now because it's time to be thankful for what we have. And what you have is another exciting edition of your show, The Kickout Crew. Thank you for all the support last week. Thanks for the questions. And you can follow us on social media, Kickout Crew. And you know what? It's time to get into this episode because my goodness, it's a tradition, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and kick it on over to Brad. So Brad, what you got for us?
Hello, everybody. Again, happy Thanksgiving. So let's do a little food edition of Rant and Stanton.
No,
so if you could, please, could you put up the first picture, Bryant? Okay, this is my stove. All right. So,
yeah.
so after the fire, you guys all remember I had a fire. So after the fire, it was because of the stove that we had the fire, and we got a new stove, and we made out a little bit with the insurance on that. So my wife upgraded a little bit. So as you can see here, you have a small burner and the large burner, but there is a circle, like an oval, like around both of them. Now, if you don't know what that is for the griddle. Okay. So I was going to make breakfast for dinner last Friday, and my wife says, why don't you use the griddle on the stove? So go ahead, Bryant, and show the next picture. So as you can see, there's in the corner on the left-hand side here, there is it looks like almost a cat next to the high. That means you're using the griddle, okay? But here's the thing. You got to use two separate of the burners because the griddle itself is, Bryant, can we see the next slide? It goes over top of both of these burners. So my wife is right off the bat telling me, hey, you got to be careful here. You got to make sure that the one burner's low and the one burner's hot. I said, well, how about this? How about this? How about we don't use this thing at all? And we get out the griddle I've been using for the last 12 years that has made everything perfect. She's like, no, 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 no. Let's use this thing. So I don't have the fourth picture anymore because I actually burnt the pancakes on this thing. Not at the bottom of it, but at the top. I don't understand why we have to try new things all the time. I don't understand why we have to be fancy. My freaking griddle has been working fine for the last 10 years. I'm using this fucking thing, and I'm burning pancakes. Not only that, this damn thing slides all over the freaking stove, okay? So every time I have to hold this stupid thing, and I have to hold it with like an oven mitt because it's hot, and I have to use the spatula to get the pancakes off. Half of them burnt, half of them not. And this thing's sliding all over and moving all over. Why can't we just keep things the way they are? Listen, I try to change with the times. I really do. I really try to change with the times, but there's some things that don't need changing, and I don't need to make pancakes anywhere but on my traditional griddle. Get this thing the fuck out of here. All right. That's all I got for that.
That looks stupid.
It's an absolute pain in the ass is what that was.
I would not cook with that.
Second thing, I was watching The Bear. I don't know if you guys know about it. It's on Hulu. It's the guy from Shameless. Also going to be in the Iron Claw movie. And the character wanted an omelet. So she's like, oh, I'll make you an omelet. And this is for you, Adam. You want to know what they put on the freaking omelet? Crushed up sour cream and onion potato chips. Get the living fuck out of here. What are we talking about? Sour cream and onion chips on a cheese omelet. And everybody's talking about how awesome it is. It wasn't awesome. First off, once again, I don't understand what those two have to do together. My wife's explaining to me it has to do with chip and dip, and you don't have to dip. I want to dip. I like dipping, okay? I don't need the dip inside the chip. I like the dip. And it's not the same. But on an omelet? No. Let's keep it traditional, okay? Let's keep it traditional. Third thing. Wife is having a late night snack, and she's sitting next to me eating out of a lemon. All right, I go, what is this? She says, I'm having sorbet out of a lemon. I go, you're having sorbet out of a lemon. I go, forget the fact that you're having sorbet, period. It's just that you sat down next to me and acted like this was completely normal. Okay, this isn't normal. You don't eat out of a lemon next to me and we don't talk about it, all right? You don't just sit, this isn't a bag of chips. This is a freaking lemon and you're eating out of the lemon. That's weird, okay? Finally, this is not about food, but this is for you, James.
Fuck
if you
yeah.
want to make sure that you never ever, it's actually for all of you, never root for the Eagles, right? You want to make sure that you hate Philadelphia forever. Do not watch the Kelsey documentary on Amazon Prime, because if you do, you will be a fan of the city and of
Oh,
Jason Kelsey.
you
And
got me on that.
you can ask Conrad Thompson's wife. She is now an Eagles fan. That's it for me. Back to you, James.
That is the bullshit statement because you know, women now there's like a bunch of women that are Chiefs fans. I mean, you know, like it doesn't just because the documentary is something, whatever. But Brad, liked your topics up until that last one, but I thought it was a good reinstating. So appreciate that. Something for everybody to chew on. You know what I'm saying?
There it is. There it
Oh
is.
yeah. But you know, hell, Mike, I don't really have a good transition, but you're up, bro. Good to see you for a whole episode. So you
Sure
know,
is.
give the people what they want.
Well, I figured I'd come at you guys today with some fun facts. So I got a couple of them over here. Did you know that avocados are not a vegetable? They are a fruit.
There's a lot like that, isn't there? That
Yeah.
we think is one way, but it's another.
It's like, it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, aren't tomatoes like a vegetable or something?
They're a fruit.
Yeah, it's some stupid shit like that.
Tomatoes are actually a fruit, but we go by taste of sweetness. Sweetness
Right.
means fruit.
Did you
I'm
know-
sorry, fruit sucks?
That teeth are the only part of the human body that do not heal themselves. Only part. Well, besides Brad's hair.
Boom! Yeah, that was a good one.
I see what you did there. Okay. Jerk.
Alright.
Waka waka waka.
The Eiffel Tower is taller in the summertime.
Why?
Did you know that?
Heat expands.
Heat expands, the metal expands.
Boom.
You learned that in third grade.
0.0015 centimeters or some shit like that, but it's taller in the summer.
Yeah, I know. We all know about those milliliters, huh? Hey.
That-
You know, bridges are longer during the summertime too.
Yeah.
Sounds
Same
unstable. Hey, did you know there's a Statue of Liberty in front of the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah, it's like a copycat of the one that we got.
Well, they gave us that other one, so I don't know if it's a copycat. They just made
Well,
three of them the
we got-
same.
We got the copycat. All right. A couple more. Speeding tickets. Y'all ever got a speeding ticket?
Yeah. Yeah, we know that Adam got one.
Yeah.
Oddly specific.
How'd that work out, Adam?
Adam, how fast were you going?
Too fast.
Okay. Brad, I'm sure you got one or two, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
59 and a 45.
Yeah,
Which
that's
it was
always
a
where I get
speed
caught,
trap.
too. I get like
59, all right.
45 and a 25. I always get caught there.
No,
Yeah,
the speed limit, I swear to
45.
God, the speed limit changed for like a half a mile from 55 to 45, right back to 55, just
Yeah.
because it was in this little tiny ass town.
Yeah, we heard this story last week.
You didn't hear shit last week because you wasn't here.
And it was
I
the
listened
week
to the
before. I
show.
did not hear it.
Devin, what about you? You ever got a speeding ticket?
No, I've got a few other tickets, but I've never got a speeding ticket.
And I'm sorry, James, you got one or two.
Do you need to know our blood type and shit too, Mike, or what?
No.
Hey, Bryant.
Can y'all guess, if you could, the first speeding ticket, how fast this person was going?
4 miles an hour.
Probably 28 and a 15.
No.
I don't even know. I know this is a trick.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
He was going 8 miles an hour.
In a what?
I don't know. Didn't say what.
Was it a lawnmower?
How's a
Oh,
speeding
no, it
ticket
had to
if
be
he's
like a
not
carriage.
speeding?
8 miles an hour was the first speeding ticket.
Was it
You
a
run 8
carriage?
miles an hour.
Yep. Now, here's another fun little one. Sharks have been around for 400 million years. Trees, however, have only been around for 350 million years.
Well, sharks are prehistoric, right? Like the Meg and stuff like that.
Fuck, you don't think like dinosaurs had trees and shit around them?
I'm just saying, I can understand them going far back, and water's been around longer than trees. The water was there first. The trees had to grow, right?
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
then-
I don't know what I'm saying. This sounds really dumb right now.
That's
Go
a
ahead.
great educational
Come on.
topic right here.
What was here for 50 million years with no trees? Was it just all grass?
I don't have anybody to ask.
So, and y'all have seen Back to the Future, right?
Yeah, no flying cars though.
Yeah, Back to the Future.
Knew where you were
went
going
back
with that.
30 years.
Can you
So-
imagine if we had
Yep.
flying cars? We'd be running. We'd be dead, all of us.
So, and Ryan, you're gonna help me with this one. When he went back, what did we hear when he went back? Right?
It's funny because
It's gonna get shut down.
that song wasn't even made when that year happened.
Well, it was on the damn movie, so that's what we're going by.
Oh,
But if he would have went back today, 30 years, do you know what song would have been playing?
It was a good day by Ice Cube.
Right?
Enter Sandman.
Gonna get shut down.
I was gonna say NWA's "Fuck the Police," but never mind.
We got 30 seconds on it.
Someone knows.
The funny part about that was the first one was Mr. Sandman. Second one, Enter Sandman.
What the hell?
Look at Mike.
Look
Look at
and it all.
Mike.
Don't redeem yourself.
Baby.
I put myself on the back for that one.
Good job.
I like it, Mikey.
And then I think Brian.
Thanks
let's
for
try to
helping
do
him, Bryant.
something special to throw on real quick for us.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What are we doing?
I thought
I
you
didn't
had
even hear. I didn't hear a word you said. What?
I said, don't you have something special to throw on real quick? Just say boom.
Oh, you mean that?
Oh yeah, baby. Look at that handsome son of a bitch right there. Yes, sir.
That's
I guess this
nice
is
one.
payback from a couple weeks ago.
No, this is just something I had.
Okay.
Yeah, I just happen to have it.
No payback was nothing.
Happen to
I
have
have
a
it
child
in my
picture.
wallet.
Met 3 years ago, and you just happen to have a childhood picture of me.
Why does Mike have a picture of James when he was a child?
Randy El Khorai is why Mike has that picture. I guarantee you.
Howdy.
What were those called? Glamour shots? Yeah, thanks, Mom. Fucking enjoyed that.
Olin Mills.
I'm kind of curious how long Mike's had that picture.
We need to
Long
get James
time.
another jean jacket.
Yeah,
And
jean jackets are badass.
I mean, he could be starring the new season of Yellowstone.
Hey, I could wear a jean jacket and put on some aviators and just do this all the time.
There you
You'd be world heavyweight champion at AEW.
go. Yeah, but there we go. That's what I got for today.
That was fun, Mike.
That was good stuff. I like how you wrapped it all together and then buried me at the end. That was good stuff. I dug it. You know what else I dig? Today's agenda. So I can't wait for this tradition to keep going. So what is today's agenda?
Well, because it's Thanksgiving, I thought I'd play some matches from the December pay-per-view of Starrcade. So that's what we're doing today. We're doing the Starrcade theme. We got 2 great matches from this great Starrcaded celebration.
Brad thought we were covering Thanksgiving matches and wanted to cover Starrcade. So today's agenda is Starrcade with late December matches.
Hey, man. And no one argued with me at all the week before, so let's not forget that.
I hear you. Oh man, well hey, let's get into match 1 because boy, this tradition should tire. That's all I'm saying. It is Hulk Hogan versus the Butcher. Yeah,
Oh.
baby, let's do this one. It is for the WCW World Heavyweight title. It took place at Starrcade 94, and that was December 27th of 1994, and it is a Tuesday triple threat. I just read that off the poster. It took place in the Municipal Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's not
What
too
year
bad.
is this?
Yeah, for real. Those cars are styling, baby.
Speaking of Back to the Future,
Right? Did Mike have a part of this one? Did y'all like tag team y'all's little shit right here?
I mean, I think Randy sent him a picture of when he was young.
Straight from 1994.
Oh man!
I mean, what is this? 1950 something?
That's got to be
Has to be, dude.
68 or 70 or something.
I think it's 1955, November 5th, maybe.
Oh man! Oh, Thanksgiving tradition, Brad. You're trying to cover it. You're trying. Had an attendance of 8,200. Had a buy rate of 130,000. Had a match length of 12 minutes and 7 seconds. Thank you for a 12-minute, 7-second Hogan and Butcher match. And Meltzer gave this one a 3/4 star. Less than 1, but not 0 or a dud.
I appear to be a negative 3/4 star.
You need to stop.
Yeah.
I'm hearing about this match for a week from you.
But hey,
Dumpster fire.
how did we get here?
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, for real.
Well, through a few months, these masked men would jump Hulk Hogan while he was feuding with Ric Flair. He would actually be taking on Ric Flair at Halloween Havoc in a loser retires match, where Hogan would defeat Ric Flair. But then these masked men would all jump Hogan again. There, the mask would be pulled off one of the guy's faces and revealed as Hogan's longtime best friend, Brutus the Butcher Beefcake. So, that was it. Ed Leslie, Hulk Hogan's longtime friend, really wanted to get this world title and get the spotlight that his best friend had always had from him. Ed Leslie, he would align himself with John Tenta and Kevin Sullivan, forming the Three Faces of Fear. Also, around this same pay-per-view time, about a week before, Randy Savage made his WCW debut on WCW Saturday Night, and he told Tony Schiavone that he was either going to shake Hulk Hogan's hand or slap him in the face. So this was kind of a main event that had a little, like, 2 different feuds built into it. And I thought it was a one to go back and watch.
Devyn, but whose idea was this?
This was actually straight from the mind of Hulk Hogan himself. When he came to WCW, he had creative control. One of the things he wanted to do was see if the Butcher, his best friend, Ed Leslie, could actually get over. And this was their attempt.
So we have the Butcher entrance with Avalanche and ad-free show's own Kevin Sullivan.
Yeah.
How many gimmicks is too many gimmicks for the Butcher, Mike?
1.
I mean, he has been a number of different personas, has he not?
Well,
Yeah, he's
well,
been.
hang on. You want to talk about the guy behind Butcher right here if you're watching with us on Premier Streaming Network?
Yes, Kevin Sullivan, the one I said ad-free show's own.
No, behind him.
You talking about Avalanche?
Yes, talk about gimmicks. Avalanche, Tenta, Earthquake.
There's another one. Who's the other one?
Damn it, here's the oddities. Golga.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Yeah,
He was
I love
also
the audience.
Shark.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah.
That's right.
Guy.
So
Listen to me.
My bad, Mike.
My bad.
It's
My
I'm
bad.
married.
I got excited.
all right, can I continue?
Please.
So then we have Hulk
Continue,
Hogan,
Ed.
Hulk
Jimmy
Hogan
just-
entrance with Jimmy Hart. So Devyn, one more thing because it's in your notes here, and then I didn't even realize this. He came out to save Sting earlier in the match. Did that hurt his pop here?
Well, yeah, literally one match before this, Sting was taking on John Tenta Earthquake, and Hulk Hogan came down to make the save when the Faces of Fear all swarmed the ring. Hogan came swinging a chair. So I definitely think that hurt his pop, because when he came out there, it was a little bit louder than here.
So, all right, so we have Michael Buffer. Is he the king of Hulkamania or what? LOL.
No, he said Hulk Mania.
Yeah.
Hulkmania. Got it. Everybody seems pumped, though. I mean, it's Hulk Hogan, so why not? So, James, who are the announcers tonight?
Well, it is Tony Schiavone and Bobby Heenan.
What a great combination there, for sure. And I see Big Gene Okerlund in that shot, so great. Adam, do you remember who the referee is?
It's our very own Nick Patrick.
Nick Patrick, mailbag Nick Patrick on ad-free shows.
And I want to get to that here in a little bit, but go ahead.
No, you can. What do you want to get to?
No, we'll go ahead with the match a little bit. We'll go from there.
So it's funny, Devin. I was just said, what's with the chair? Why does Hogan have this chair in the ring? But you kind of answered it, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it's just because John Tenta's out there, and so is Kevin Sullivan. So, like, until they can back off, he's going to use this to be his defense.
Mike, is the championship really in danger here of switching hands?
No.
And why?
Hogan must lose.
So why even? So what's the point?
What, to put it on the line?
Like, why have this match? Why have no believability at all that the match will change? How can you get excited about a match like that?
You can't.
Okay.
You watched it.
But they say this match is as big as Ollie versus Foreman. You don't agree?
Well, no. I'd rather watch a bear sit in the woods.
They lock up Hogan with the power advantage early. Butcher in control now. How about this overselling early, James, by Hogan? What did you think of all that?
Well, it was just, fantastic. I really think they did a great job, and this is great technical wrestling. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, this match is it's something else. What would they call it? The drizzling shits. I mean,
Dumpster fire.
I'm waiting on Brad to defend this match, so just we'll keep going. Yeah,
it's not about a defense; it's about something else that we're going to get to. Shoulder tackle by Hogan. Now both men on the outside. Butcher with the advantage. Cord around the neck of Hogan. Adam, is a 5 count the right call when you have a weapon like this, or is this not really considered a weapon as a referee?
This is the 5 count because it's a part of the production and everything. So, like I said, there's a line there, but that's what I was going to get to here in a minute.
Kind of like a post or kind of like a announce table, you mean?
Announce table, yeah, but definitely not a chair.
Butcher clawing the back of Hogan. Jimmy Hart, I actually wrote Butcher clawing the back of Butcher, so that's interesting. So I hope I picked it the right way there. Jimmy Hart takes the chair from Butcher. Atomic drop to Butcher from Hogan. Chair to the back of Butcher. There it is. Chair to the head of Hogan. Is this a no DQ, Devin?
No, not a no DQ, but it's WCW. They don't play by the rules. They just want to finish in the ring.
You mean
this buries the referee right here.
Yeah, for sure. Knee to the face of Hogan, back in the ring now. Butcher in control now. Body slam to Hogan. Then misses off the top. Mike, is Butcher building Hogan the right way, or is Hogan just doing a favor to Butcher here?
He's just doing a favor. He's giving him payday.
Yeah. Hulk hulking up.
Like, how's he helping Hogan at all? Like, how can he build him when he's not even built himself?
I guess is he making him look strong?
No, he's digging him a hole.
Hulk hulking up. Now Hulk biting Butcher. Adam, has Nick Patrick lost all control and credibility?
He's never had control or really. He's buried from the beginning, but never had control of this.
I love when I read something I wrote a week ago. He was right in your mind.
Hogan drops to his knees here. Butcher's like wagging his arms like this. Hogan drops to his knees. This straight just looks like he's kissing him or something for a solid 30 seconds. WCW's got to work on these camera cuts or something here.
And that is number 3 in the notes of Devin. He just jumped in and said it. I don't blame him. He wanted that line for sure. So, Devin, was this your first time watching this, and what did you think?
This might have been the first time I watched a Butcher match.
And now, when you say that, you mean Leslie, or you mean Butcher in general? Just Butcher.
Butcher in general. I mean, I watched Beefcake and Hogan lose the tag championships. But...
All right. So Butcher choking Hogan and Patrick counting. You're talking to yourself. I don't know why I wrote that. Did someone yell that? James, Heenan's feelings about Hulk are so well expressed here, aren't they?
They are. And if you notice, like, there were times where Hulk yelled at Nick Patrick and yelled at Butcher, yelling stuff. And that would be not typical babyface stuff. Thank God that picture's shown. If you're not watching on Premiere, I love that. But yeah, I mean, Heenan's always been against Hulk Hogan, and all that stuff. So he's of course calling it out.
Go ahead.
I got something real quick. Okay, so Luger, he had a move with the forearm because he had a steel plate in his forearm, right, where he would hit somebody upside the head. How come he didn't have something when somebody punched him in the face, it didn't break their hand because he had a steel face? Because isn't this after like he had the whole
I know, but
surgery?
are we? And they do talk about it during the match. So
They
it's,
is it?
They said somehow he has a steel plate in his face.
it was an accident, right? That he had.
Yeah, the parachuting
Yeah.
accident it was. So why not put that into storyline with him, where every time somebody hit him, it hurt them. So he could
Man,
get
where
hit.
were you in 1993?
Good point. That's a very good point.
I
What's
like it.
going on? What's going on today? Mike's on the damn roll today.
Right?
I like that for sure. That's a good idea, Mike. Let's make a call. See if we can do
I want
something.
to
With
ask
it.
Eric Bischoff next time we talk to him. Why could this not work?
Write it down, because if you don't write it down, you'll forget.
Let's get the
Right.
DeLorean to 88 miles an hour and let's go do this.
Can't forget what, Brad? What are you talking about?
Exactly. Submission nerve hold to Hogan. Mike, this is not a long match, but it is longer than it needs to be, isn't it?
How long was the match?
12 minutes and 7 seconds.
Okay, so it's about 12 minutes too long.
All right, Hogan's hulking up again, fighting off Butcher, shoulder tackle, but Butcher retaliates. Sleeper to Hogan. Is this crowd sleeping also, Adam, or is this just a way to tell a great story?
I think we're all asleep. I think I fell asleep halfway through this match myself.
Now we have Hogan falling asleep. Rep drops Hogan's arm once. He drops it home twice. Then he drops it a third time, Devyn? Did he land that?
Kind of looked like it because Hogan just kind of left his hand and then Butcher dropped. I didn't get the spot. It
I
should have
think
been
Butcher has a
over.
case, man. I think Butcher has
Yeah,
a case there.
We should add a new champ.
Wouldn't that have been? What, talk about the drizzling shits, huh? You
And
wanna
Leslie, WCW champ.
kick out? So I don't know, right? Butcher has a case, then kick out Hogan, and now completely hulking up. Here comes the faces of fear. Avalanche looks absolutely exhausted running down that ramp, and I don't mean to make fun of him, but how long could he have been running? I mean, you know what I mean? Hogan fights him off, drops his big leg to Butcher into the 1, 2, 3. Hogan wins. Now fighting them all off, and he has.
Wait. Are we going to skip over the fact that those other two were just sitting there on the side of the ring for about 5 minutes while this was right here was going on? I was
Yes.
just sitting there watching it. And then as soon as that 3 count hit, boom, they were right inside.
Yep.
Now fighting them all up, and he has the chair. Here comes Savage. A lot of chatter. Then Savage helps Hogan to a huge pop, actually. And that's how you end a match, right, Mike? Old school for sure. With the, I mean, that helped, didn't it? Didn't this help having Macho Man here?
So are we talking about before all these chair shots heard around the world?
The weakest chair shots of all time.
So, all right. So I got one thing. This is what I was talking about, James.
Yeah.
So you were complaining about this match, and everybody was complaining about this match in the chat.
But you're singling me out. Go ahead.
But I mean, am I wrong?
You're not wrong, but
Okay.
continue.
So what was so different about this Hogan match in the 90s compared to the Hogan matches in the 80s? What made this a less than match compared to any other match he had, like against Bundy, against Andre?
You can't
Against-
bring this and Bundy is like a push. No, come on now.
What I'm getting at is he was a great worker if he wanted to be, but that wasn't his character.
You want
So
to know
what was
the simple answer? I have your answer right here. The crowd didn't give 2 flying fucks.
They didn't care about
When he hulked up, there was like
on them.
3 people that raised their hands.
So, all right, so let's go with this then. Is this the reason? Is this match the reason? Or matches like this the reason Hogan had to change his character? It was over, right?
I would say
Yeah,
matches like this.
yes.
And for this to
Yeah.
headline Starrcade is something.
This shouldn't have even been a pay-per-view match.
Mm-hmm.
This should have been a WCW Thunder match.
WCW Saturday Night. You know.
No.
LimeWire or some shit like that.
What I'm getting at is I didn't feel like I watched a lot of Hogan matches in the 80s, of course. This just felt like a Hogan match in the 80s. It just was past its time.
I think,
Yeah,
I think the crowd reaction, like, let's say the crowd was losing their shit, I would have been like, okay, match sucked, but it was, it was halfway good. But since the crowd didn't react, subconsciously, I'm like, this match blows.
Black and yellow Hogan was done, at least for the time being.
And they
even
sure as hell
yellow.
didn't give a shit about Butcher.
The thing is, I liked liked Brutus Beefcake when he was in the WWE as part of that tag team with the Valentine. I did, but I think that's the last thing I really liked. That stands out.
You like the Booty Man? I love the Booty Man.
Wasn't that Buff Bagwell? I'm kidding.
Heyo.
To me, this was just another payday for one of Hogan's friends.
Yeah.
So who was watching in 1993 that he should have, like, who should he have been facing? I mean, obviously we're setting something up with the Macho Man. Sting?
Vader.
Yeah, if you kept watching, it set up a feud with him and Vader at the end of the show.
Oh, that went on forever, right, Devyn?
Yeah, Vader charged right into
minutes?
Hogan's. Vader charged into Hogan's locker room as Hogan and Macho Man are cutting a promo, and Vader challenged him at Clash of the Champions in January. It'd be Vader versus Hogan.
But again,
Sting or Luger, either one.
But again, it's the same story. Like, really, it's a monster heel against Hulk Hogan. He's gonna Hulk up. He's gonna win, right?
Yep.
Hogan Flair would have been fine.
You know, so there's something I wanted to talk about. That who was talking about Hogan Flair could not draw money. It was one of the ad-free shows.
It was Bruce. Bruce said they tried it and it just shit the bed.
Oh yes, but you know what I was listening to? I was listening to the book with Crockett, and he was saying the reason that match would never work is because Hogan had his style, and Flair was such a great wrestler that it would expose Hogan. And even if you got the money once, you'd never get it again, and it would have exposed Hogan. And that's why that match doesn't work. I thought that was so interesting. That makes sense.
But expose him for what? Look what he did in Japan, though. He wasn't.
I get it, but he wasn't going to play that character. He wasn't going to play the Japan character. He was Hogan.
No, he don't want to go down to Flair. Flair didn't want to go down to Hogan.
Right. Okay.
Probably.
What if he did? What if he did play that Japan character here?
I don't. But that's not what made him millions. I guess that's the point.
Yeah, this was wrestler versus entertainer.
I have something to point out about this. It would have exposed Hogan type thing. We watched William Regal just school Bill Goldberg on TV one time. School him.
Yeah, Goldberg loves that match.
But it didn't affect his push one bit. You know, the crowd didn't give a fuck that he got like schooled out by Regal. And I think I don't know if it would have exposed Hogan to the fact it may have been made him a little more sympathetic, and that way he's already, you know, like we cheer for him. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm just going by what
Dean
Crockett said.
I understand why he said it, but like thinking back, like Goldberg got fucking shown to be an idiot on TV, and he still went right to the moon. You know,
well, I mean, that's very true. Oh, sorry, guys. But all right, well, that's all I got. But go ahead, Tom.
I got one more thing on this.
Sure,
just
hell yeah.
Originally, I was listening to 83 Weeks with Eric Bischoff. It's episode 35. Their Starrcade 94 edition. Eric originally said that with Hogan's creative control, he wanted the Butcher to go over. And he wanted the next pay-per-view to be Macho Man versus Butcher for the world title. But Harley Race, Eric himself, and there was a couple other people that talked Hogan out of it.
Thank God.
Continuing on with this and moving on to the Vader feud. And Macho Man actually did face, I believe, I'm not sure which one of them, but he faced one of the Faces of Fear at the Clash of Champions.
Funny thing during commentary too, right at the end of this match, Tony Schiavone says, "Oh, the reunited the Mega Powers." I'm surprised that was said because he said Mega Powers on WCW.
I didn't catch that.
I didn't catch that. You know what? Maybe because I just didn't think about it, but that's a good point. I was probably just like, yeah, they're the Mega Powers. I wasn't thinking it's a different organization.
Mm.
Yeah,
hey, we talked about it. We talked about the match, right? We talked about some stuff. We made it happen. Doesn't matter how bad or good it is, all right? Back to you.
That's all the Twitter questions?
Twitter questions? We're not there yet.
No.
Those are just Brad questions.
Up next on the outline is, you know, what better way to watch wrestling than with some good old grub? So, Mike, what you got for the meat minute this time?
Well, you know, here's a good one.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Look at that sexy eating.
Eating some raisins for this Thanksgiving.
Boom. Sun made, baby.
So, today it's Thanksgiving, as you guys are listening to this. Hopefully, you're listening on Thanksgiving, getting away from your family members. So, I'm going to tell you guys how I'm going to do my turkey this year. So what I'm going to do, I got me a 20-pound turkey. I'm going to brine it. I get some already made brine. I'm going to take some oranges, some lemons, apples, cut them up, put them in that brine, let them soak in there with it. And I'm also going to take it and take some more oranges, lemons, limes, and fat back. You definitely need some fat back on this one.
What is it, Shoney's? Go ahead.
No, it's shut up. And stuff it. And then when I inject it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some butter, melt some butter, put some Brock Lesnar seasoning inside the melted butter, and inject it. Put it back in the fridge for a little bit. Let that butter get hardened up so when you're cooking it, it slowly melts and come out. Season it with the Brock Lesnar seasoning. Throw it on there till it's done. Take it out. Be nice and good, ready to go.
Did you say Brock Lesnar seasoning?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I just want to make sure I heard it right.
Brock Lesnar seasoning.
You like that one more than the Grill and JR's?
I do. Actually, I really do. If you guys tried it, it's more of a meat seasoning. JR's is all purpose, so you can put on anything.
Thank you for clearing that up because I don't want any heat with JR.
Yeah. This one is a lot better on like meats, especially.
We don't need to get F5 either, so you know.
True.
Very true.
You know what? Forget JR.
No.
F5 over a little drawing from JR. I take it every time we have a Zoom anyway.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that red ass any day.
It's called all-purpose seasoning, and this one's
Yeah, this one is more like for meats and stuff like that, but it's really good on especially steak and chicken and stuff. It's really good on it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
Fat back.
Fat back. You know what fat back is, Brian?
Yeah, I do. It's at Shoney's.
Oh,
It's in the buffet.
No, it's.
I couldn't
not.
believe it. Yes, it is.
Is it really?
Yes, and I was like, "What is that?" They're like fat back. I'm like, not interested.
What is it?
Have you ever ate it?
It's just pork, right? It's like
Yeah,
bacon-ish stuff, right? Like,
Yeah, it's like 10 times better than bacon.
so do you guys like Scrapple?
Scrabble, like the game.
Scrapple? No, scrap. Oh, like apple rhymes with scrap. So it is basically pig parts mushed together and you fry it, and it's something up here, like in Philadelphia and
like
New
that.
York, Devin.
Not up here.
I've had stuff like that. Yeah, it's all right. It's not something I'm like.
It grosses people out, but you either love it or you hate it. There's no in between.
Yeah, that's just. I mean, and it's one of those things. It's like pig brains and stuff like that. People eat some of that. I don't know about it.
I don't need to eat brains. I'm good. You know.
You got like the hog jaw. You got the jaw and stuff like that. You can eat.
What about the
Cricket?
feet in that big brown jar? Like
Yeah,
in
no.
pig's feet. What that
That's
brown jar? Is so-
pickle pea feet.
whatever. It's not appetizing looking at all.
You can't describe a book by the cover. So
I'm good. I don't want to try it. I don't care. Book by cover. I'm not doing it.
Well, have you tried pigs or chicken feet?
No, I don't eat feet. I don't have a foot fetish.
Now listen here, Tony Atlas, calm down.
Heyo.
Tony's like, what the hell, man?
Every time my grandpa would get a deer, though, he'd always pickle the heart. I've never made it myself, but like whenever he made it, it was always pretty good.
So you ate it. You guys eat tongue
Yeah.
too?
I've never had a tongue, but I mean, like I'd eat cow tongue. I've heard that's a
It's a delicacy, they say.
yeah. I've heard that's a special dinner.
See, we're back on food again. And I listened to last week's show
It's
today. and
Thanksgiving, baby.
We talked about fast food for like 15 minutes. We didn't leave anything out. Now we're talking about I don't know. Some of this doesn't sound too appetizing. We're talking about this week, so I probably won't be as hungry driving home.
Especially on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm not listening to this before that.
Make sure you've ate your pie before you listen to this episode or watch it on Premier Streaming Network.
Like that.
That was good, Mike. Thank you. He's talking to someone else by now.
All right, yeah. So I think we're good on that. And you know what else we're firing up on is some in-ring stuff, and who better to go to than Adam? So, as an in-ring performer, Adam, what you got for us?
Well, as an in-ring performer, as you guys know, this past Saturday, I got to do my first cage match.
Yeah.
This is the original referee right here. And this guy right here, if you're watching, you can see this guy gets pinned. He gets mad, throws the referee into the cage. So I actually have to go in, pull him out of there, roll him to the side, then go in and finish the show. So I did my first cage match. So that was awesome.
Congrats, my friend.
It was like I was
Hell
in there
yeah.
like 40-something minutes, man. It was a long ass match.
That's too long for anything.
You
It's
jump
like a
off the
back-
top?
No, but one of the smaller guys did.
Oh, damn.
Smaller than
Did
you.
you take a bump into the cage at all?
I did warming up, but not during the match. I got better sense than that.
Yeah, what do you mean you took a warm up? You just run and jump and just bash right
It's like, oh no!
Braden Toon, throw me into this. Where can people watch that, Adam?
I should be getting a copy of it, and as soon as I get a link, hopefully by this comes out, it'll be out. So I'll post it with our stuff. So there'll be a link you can buy. It's like $10, and you can download it, save it, and everything. So it's a good show, good storyline, good storytelling at the beginning. So it's a good little build up.
Awesome.
I had a lot of fun. I had to tell y'all what the build up is off camera. It's a little timely. But this past Friday we had SmackDown, and we seen a Santos Escobar kind of turn heel against Rey Mysterio Jr., man. Which I was
Beat
kind of
the hell out of
expecting it. Was y'all seeing that coming?
I'm gonna tell you what, I like him better as a heel. I liked the faction he was a part of in NXT. I thought it was really good, like a Latino mafia. I think he's better as a heel, and I thought he lost a lot of steam by being in this babyface situation.
I agree 100%. And then Cedric Alexander and Dragon Lee had a damn good match.
You notice after we showcased the Cedric Alexander match, he got a big spotlight on a couple weeks of SmackDown.
Cruiserweight
Right.
style. Cruiserweight style, too.
We're here to help, guys.
Yeah, when
You
we
know
say
the
your
big
show,
deal,
I guess that
right?
means steal our ideas.
Yeah, and by the way, LA Knight, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm for
sir.
it. Steal all of our ideas.
And then Asuka turns on Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair, man. I'm interested in what Damage Control is going to do, even if they change the name. I think Bailey's going to be kicked out and go. I think she's going to turn babyface.
Were you surprised about that?
I was surprised to see Asuka because I was expecting somebody else.
I liked it. I thought they needed it.
Heel, because wasn't she just a heel like 3 weeks ago?
She's
Asuka?
like an in-between type, kind
I
of,
would say the
sort of.
same thing. Tweener. Kind of like Shinsuke. Like, I don't really know sometimes, you know?
Right. Seth is kind of getting there too, because it's like,
Yeah.
where are we going?
I was happy to see Drew turn finally.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Shaking hands with Rhea.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I mean, wrestling's just getting better. It's getting more storyline driven. I'm interested to see what Drew's going to do on Raw.
What
So
about the
it's-
leader of the Judgment Day? We finally got a leader.
Yeah,
Yeah.
self-proclaimed.
Yeah, but it won't last long.
Yeah, I don't know now.
I still think Rhea's the actual leader, but
She is. She is. I mean, she just doesn't say it. She's the one that keeps them all in line.
I wouldn't be surprised if Drew joins and they kick out Damian Priest and he turns babyface.
Well, you just got McDonough fully accepted in it, right?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, kind of accepted. Just, okay, we're good.
He's the one that kicks him out.
I think they all vote and kick out Priest because I bet he cashes in and doesn't win. I bet he loses his cash in. I'm calling it now. He loses his cash in. They get upset and they kick him out after they lose the tag titles.
I don't think he's gonna lose it. I think he's gonna get it.
I think he's going to get it too, and I think he's going to be the one that wants to leave.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a Randy Orton situation. He wins the big one, and they're like, "Get out of here. We're going to take it from you."
Why would they not want the champion in their faction?
They have the women's one.
What? We don't want any winners here.
Yeah, I think
As Rio walks around with the belt.
I don't need y'all. I did this.
I mean, they're all champions, actually, right? You have the tag champs to the with North American champs.
I think he's the reason why he loses the cash in, and then Damian Priest is the reason why they lose the tag titles, and that's what causes him to get kicked out.
All right, I'm ready for it, man. Whatever. Let's do it.
But Saturday we had Collision. Daniel Garcia and Andrade had a damn good match.
But why was he choked out? He just
Yeah,
had a great match with MJF, and why do you lose all your momentum like that?
Yeah, no, Daniel Garcia's had two damn good matches, and then he gets choked up by Andrade.
I don't get it. I don't get this. I don't get I don't get that. I don't get you're building this guy up. You're putting him against a champion, and then you have him tap out the next match.
Well, they built him and had him on every damn show for like a year. Then
And the dancing's over.
Ugh.
I'm just saying it's over.
Yeah, it is.
it's definitely over. I mean, it's huge. LFI and the Workhorsemen. I'm a big fan of the Workhorsemen.
So is James.
They're
Yeah, right?
underrated. I believe they're so underrated.
JD
Shout out
Drake
JD Drake.
is
JD Drake is a
intimidating.
fucking hoss, dude.
He is very intimidating. Also,
I'll tell you, he is a bar fight away from kicking a lot of ass.
Yeah, he's a badass dude, man. Well, he was in Evolve or something. I seen him on the network, and he was one of the champions. And he had a damn good man. He was a damn good wrestler, man. He's very underrated.
From what I hear, he's a shooter too.
Boy, howdy.
Shit. Those chops, man. Good God.
This is so inside.
Monday Night Raw was. There wasn't a whole lot of Monday Night Raw. Like I said, we saw McIntyre turn. We saw Tommaso Ciampa and Ludwig Kaiser. Pretty good match. And I liked Ivar and The Miz.
Yes.
I think that was a damn good match. Ivar's showing out, man.
He's awesome.
Oh, he's so good, man.
Oh.
But NXT was good. We had Chase U losing the titles they just won 2 weeks ago.
What was that about?
Yeah.
There's
I
way
feel
too much going on. Way too much going on in that faction right now for me. At first I was
think-
liking it. Now I don't know.
I think they're about to turn heel, or Chase, or the leader's going to turn heel. Wouldn't surprise me. And then Wesley and Baron Corbin had a damn good match. And Dynamite. Not a lot of wrestling, but I'll tell you my match of the night, not just because of reasons that y'all think. Scott Blue, Red Velvet they tore up the mat. Red Velvet is so much better than she was before she got hurt.
I'm glad you brought her up. I was going to ask you about that match if you didn't. No, so what are they doing with her? Like, it looks like they're almost like they're squashing her, but they're not. Like they're giving her good matches, but you know she's going to lose. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, because they're pushing Sky Blue right now.
Yeah, I like.
You know,
Just returned. I like it.
I was driving home from Williams Wrestling Meet when that match was going on, so I had it on my phone, but I just had my earbud in, listening to it, and just listening to it without watching it, I could tell it was like a good match.
It was. I think it was. It was one of their best women's matches they've had on that show in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely interested without even like watching it itself, just listening to it. I'm like, oh man, this is damn good. And the way the commentary were and everything on it, it brought it out 100%.
I'm on the fence about the Blackpool Combat Club against Hook and Orange Cassidy. I don't know if I like that match or not. What do y'all think?
I don't know if I like the Blackpool. I don't know if I like that group anymore because I don't know what they are.
Right.
They're
Every
always
week
hurt.
they're either face. I understand that they're just badasses, and I guess that's the idea is they can go either like any way they want, like a Stone Coldish kind of way. Like we're not good, we're not bad. Well, Stone Cold didn't want to be a babyface, James. I mean, that's what I'm getting at. Like he was just a badass that became a babyface. So it's the same thing with me. It's like they fight whoever, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just get confused, especially Moxley.
And then shout out to that Will Hobbs for slamming Big Show, or what you want to call him now. But Paul White, slamming him. Yeah, Captain Insane on there you go. But it's slamming him on the damn hood of the car, man. I shout out to the Powerhouse.
Shout out to Paul White for taking that bump too.
Yeah, he didn't have to do that, and he did.
Well, see, and I mentioned, and I want y'all's opinion on this because I thought he was going to wrestle like Andre did, like in his later years, like pretty much just stay in one spot. He wasn't, and if you notice, even throughout the whole match, there wasn't him like going around anywhere. It was just him in one spot doing some stuff, and then for him to take that move, that was something different. I thought he was going to be like chokeslam Hobbs do it. I thought that's what was going to
Yeah.
happen.
I think he's having knee problems. That's why he's not moving a whole lot.
He's older. They
Yeah,
all
I
have
mean,
knee problems if they're
it's
giants.
understandable. I mean, it definitely is. It's one of those things, but I figured it's going to show him just standing somewhere, just doing a couple of hits or doing this or doing that. But then for him to take that move, like you said, shout out to him for doing it.
Something he did not have to do
Yeah.
at all.
What about a Bushi run in the end of the match with the shovel after they already won? Like,
I hate what they're doing with him. They're just making him.
I think he broke that new hip he got.
he's officially signed with AEW as well.
WCW.
Ibushi was such a badass when he come for the Cruiserweight Classic and everything like that, and then now I think AEW's ruining him.
I know you're finishing up here, but I want to just go back to one thing before we move on. I want to talk about Trick Williams. Do you think Trick can be NXT champion because he's over with the crowd? Can he be the champion in the next couple months? Are they going to demand it? He's more over than anybody there right now, right?
It depends how they book him and who they put him against.
Is
I
his
don't
wrestling
see
skills
him.
not there yet, or
I just don't see him beating Ilya Dragunov.
but why not? People are rooting for him.
They pushed Dragunov to the moon, and he's beat everybody. It would have to be some kind of triple threat or something to where
Whoop that trick.
Put a triple threat with Carmelo Hayes in there.
There you go.
Trick
That's what I was
gets to
gonna
win
say.
over
That's
Melo.
exactly.
Going to be that. It's definitely going to be that.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Devin. Put Trick, Carmelo, and Ilya Dragunov in like a three-way, and then Trick pin Carmelo.
I love it.
Yep.
I just don't want to see Ilya get beat right now because he's just a badass dude, and he's a damn good NXT champion.
You hear us, WWE? Take it. Millions will love it.
All right, so I got one for y'all. Who's going to be the new signee? Which they already know by now when they're listening, but
That's
For
true.
NXT?
for
No,
AEW.
no, for AEW. For
I think
uh,
it's Ospreay.
He has
I think
one of
it's
the best in the world,
Osprey's not clear till February.
and none of the WC or WWE guys are available yet.
Mojo Rawley.
Ali was only on a 30-day. He was NXT.
I had
think-
someone in mind. I
think-
can't remember who I was thinking. So sorry. I'll probably yell it down the end of this episode like Adam would.
Do you think it'd be Sasha Banks?
That's who I picked. That is who I picked. I did it today on Twitter. I did that. That's the only one that makes sense to me. He's already been there.
Yeah, that's the only one that can do.
Like you said, Osprey's not. Yeah.
He has to be cleared from that injury by now. Because didn't she break her ankle or something?
She doesn't even have to be cleared. She can just come out.
I know, but I'm just saying, I'm sure she's cleared. Like she's good to go now. So
Yeah, she just did a thing online saying that she's going to be at a major promotion.
yeah.
There's
They
spoiler.
could be WWE, right?
She would be great on the women's, like the babyface side of War Games, though.
Her and Paige going at it. I would love to see that match. Or what's your name now?
Not right
Soraya?
now because they're not doing anything with Soraya. They put the championship on her, then she got beat, then she disappears.
I know, but I still think that'd be a good match.
It would be if they did it right, definitely.
Shout out Tony Storm for every time they opened the door, everything turned black and white. Then they closed it and went freaking awesome. That's
Good job
entertainment
with
right
that.
there. That
They're
was
doing a real
entertainment.
good job with that.
Yeah, I love it.
And then the new butler, he's got
Well,
it with me.
He's been around a
Isn't it
long
Luther?
time.
Yeah, Luther.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Luther. I'm like,
It's Luther.
I didn't
Luther.
recognize him. I recognized him, but I didn't. So I looked it up. I'm like, no shit, that is who it is.
Yeah.
It took me a minute.
I kind of like it. I like
it
the
too.
butler thing. Yeah,
Very different.
RJ City's the only one that can talk.
He's
to her.
funny.
I love RJ City. He does that. Welcome to Hey EW. I watch every single one of them. They're so funny.
Hey, EW.
Yeah, welcome to Hey EW. My guest is so and so. Hey, and then they'll just sit there and look at him. He'll kind of look at the sign. Oh, I thought it was you. Hey, you. It's so good.
Shout out RJ from Reffing It Up with Brian Hebner. Different RJ.
Yeah.
They had SoCal Val on last week. She said she's water cooler hot. You know what that means? She's the only one there in the office, and so she's water cooler hot. She's the only female in the office. Loved that line. Loved it.
That's hilarious. That's all the wrestling. I don't think it was a strong. It was a good week. It was. I mean, I feel like the last few weeks before this was good, and especially the lead up to Full Gear. I think it could have been a little better.
And what a show it was.
I think usually that like 2 weeks before a pay-per-view is usually pretty good.
It was like
What about
AEW.
Hangman Page stealing Swerve's weed? We didn't even talk about that.
That was Prince Nana's weed.
Or Prince, yeah, like steal his weed, steal
That,
his weed.
I forgot about that. That's actually funny.
That was the greatest chant in AEW history.
I know Devin liked that.
And
I
then,
know Brad like that.
and Prince Nana's like, I wouldn't do that. And then he says, I would steal your weed. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
He went from I didn't do that to no, you're not going to steal my stuff. That was pretty damn funny. Well, that's it on my end, guys.
Back
Right
to you,
on.
James.
Well, hey, another great week of wrestling. A lot of shit going on right now, as the end of the calendar year is coming up. Things are getting set up. Pay-per-views are happening. You know what I mean? So good stuff all around. Appreciate that, Adam. So I'm just gonna get into it. So okay. I work in. That is actually now that's the one that I really get embarrassed by. I don't like that picture at all.
The jean jacket, brother. I love
Hate
it.
It's the pose.
Hate it.
The pose.
This is one of those childhood memories. I remember this photo shoot and the glamour shot thing, and I was not a fan. Not
Listen,
a fan.
You look like you like it.
one reason
Oh yeah.
if there's one
It's called
reason,
making your mama happy. Is what that is.
if there's a reason at all to watch this on Premier Streaming Network, it's this week right now.
It's because you see, as of right now, you see 3 badass pictures of James's childhood. So that is definitely the reason to watch on Premiere right now. Hey, you keep it up during this segment. I have no shame. No shame, James. I've done a lot of embarrassing shit in my life, and I've owned up to it, so it is what it is, Like I said that, 2 weeks ago or something, I am one of one. There's only one James L. Corai, and it's me, baby. So I'll own that. I have no confidence, but I'm very confident in that thing. And so I work at a commissary on base, and for those who don't know, it is a grocery store, like on a army or military bases, depending on what branch. And I basically work in ordering and inventory. And so I maintain the numbers. Really, I don't get to mess with the truck ordering per se. I just have to deal with what comes in basically. And we have a thing called overwrites. What an overwrite is if a case comes in, it goes out to the shelf, it won't fit and comes back, then that's kind of on my position group. Like, hey, why did you order this? It's an extra case. We don't need it. So I complain that we have too many overwrites, but I never get to do the truck. All of my coworkers pretty much do it instead of me. So I proposed to my boss, hey, why don't you let me do the truck? Because I'm tired of having the same dumb shit on this overwrite list. So why don't you let me do the truck for 1 month, the month of December, during the holidays when warehouses are usually out of stuff. And I was like, let me take on this challenge. Let me put my money where my mouth is. Let me do the orders for 1 month. And we'll see if your overwrite percentage and your not in stock percentage improve with me doing the truck compared to y'all doing the truck. Let me, y'all say I bitch about it all the time. Let me do it. Let me take on the challenge during the holidays. And I bet you I can improve those numbers. And my boss just straight up was like, well, we'll talk. We'll see. We'll talk. So I'm an employee trying to put my money where my mouth is, trying to help out and trying to show that I can do it better. Not show that I can do it better, but just give me a chance to see if I can do it better. And I'm taking that initiative to move forward. And my boss's response is, nah, stay in your fucking lane. You know what I mean? Number one, I think they're nervous because they know I'll do it better. But number two, it's how are you going to fucking cage me like that? And just push me aside. Wouldn't you want an employee that is willing to step up and take that responsibility? Isn't that what any company would want?
Mm-hmm.
So, so it's kind of just bullshit. And I deal with a lot of dumbass shit at my job. And I know I've said it, a bunch on here. But like that's one of those things where I just feel like I'm in a cage and I know I have good skills and I just can't show my skills. And number two, like, I'm like, it's like running my head into a brick wall like every fucking day, just running my head into a brick wall. Like, let me help out. Let me make things better for everyone. And so when I talk about like, hey, sit back, relax, ease your troubles, I'm very thankful. It's a thankful month. It's a thankful holiday. I'm very thankful for this podcast and my boys right here. And I'm very, very thankful for our fans and listeners and everybody that gives us feedback. Because when I say sit back and relax and ease your mind, maybe I'm talking to the mirror more than I'm talking to y'all. But like this means a whole hell of a fucking lot to me. And it is definitely a good escape for me. Because I just feel like, how can you fucking shut me down on that offer? Like, how can you just, we'll see. Like, fuck you. Like, I don't know. I've never worked for a place that's just like, wouldn't you want someone to step up and do that and take the initiative? It just boggles my mind. So, in closing, I guess I'm very thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for the fans and, sit back, relax and all that stuff, because, hey, it's your show, baby. We're here to entertain. And thank you guys specifically and the fans, thank you guys for this. It's fun as fuck and it helps me just fucking, get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is my sit back, relax, and escape type thing every week. Love it. And, be thankful. I'm very, very thankful for this. And, be thankful for everyone. Enjoy your time with your families and everything. And, keep doing what you're doing. Keep plugging away because somebody really appreciates it. And, never give up hope and always keep striving forward. And thanks for listening. Love every minute of it. And, hey, we're going to be here. So, get used to us. We ain't going nowhere. And, yeah, that's the spirit right there. Keep pushing. Be thankful. Enjoy what you can and fight through the bullshit that you can't. And, hey, come out on the other side. Kick out it too, baby.
Love it. Good shit, man.
Yeah. Fuck it. I know I'm meant for more and it just fucking sucks to be like just straddled, like, corralled. I hate that shit.
Amen.
But yeah, thanks. So that being said, I'm gonna move it on over to Devyn. So Devyn, what you got for us this week?
This is another edition of Our Crew. And this week is the first week that the entire crew is here that I've done it. So, for the first question this week, what is your favorite non-sports movie of all time?
This is
non-sports or wrestling.
Because we've talked about it twice today already. Back to the Future.
Great trilogy. Love all three of them.
Love it all.
The original is your favorite?
Yeah. It was just so unique. I saw it in the theater. I know you guys were like 1 and negative 27.
Right.
But I saw it in the theater and it was a big deal. And I was kind of like confused a little bit by it because I was young. But I thought it was awesome. I'm a big Michael J. Fox fan.
Good pick.
One of mine, Lone Star State of Mind. It's one of those like C-rated, B-rated movies, something like that. It has who is it? The guy from Dawson Creek on there or something like that.
Jonathan Moxon?
From Varsity Blues, yeah.
Something Dawson or Jackson. Something Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Michael Jackson?
No,
Samuel?
No, he's talking about Joshua
Jason or
Joshua
Jackson.
Jackson.
Oh,
The guy, and then it has the guy from
Paul Walker.
the new guy.
Oh, he's the
DJ
best.
Qualls?
Yeah, he's awesome. I love the new
He's
guy.
in it.
Broke dick?
Ryan Hurts is in there. Jamie something, whatever her name is, she's in it. That movie is freaking hilarious.
Jamie Presley?
What is it called again?
Lone Star State of Mind. It is funny as hell.
I'll have to
And
check
then
that
there's
one out.
also another one that I love, and there's certain parts of it. It has
Good
Johnny,
Huh?
Johnny Knoxville, The Ringer.
Oh,
If you
come
haven't
on.
watched The Ringer, have you watched it?
Yes.
That's a sports movie.
It is.
No, oh, yeah, it is. My bad. Okay, so that one's out. So, But when the dude comes up and says, When the fuck did we get ice cream? Dude, I died. But yeah, all right. Lone Star State of Mind is mine.
Adam, James.
Well, mine's it's Gerard Butler and Jamie Foxx. It's Law Abiding Citizen.
Great movie. That is a
Second
damn
time
good
you've
movie.
you've mentioned that movie on this
I
show.
love that movie. And then Olympus Has Fallen with
Uh,
Gerard Butler is also a damn good movie.
Olympus Has Fallen is good.
So I'll go with them too.
I immediately thought of Goodfellas because I just really, really love that movie. I know it's a long movie for sure, but I love the shit out of it. Scarface is damn good too, but Saving Silverman, I love the shit out of that movie. And
You know what
damn near
movie?
quote that.
You know what movie I just watched for the first time? The Untouchables. Just
Saving-
watched it for the first time, man. It's actually pretty good.
Saving Silverman coming in the air.
And then,
Replacement friends.
and
I love
Anchorman.
the shit out of that.
Anchorman.
I can watch
Anchorman.
Anchorman 1,000 times.
Dumb and Dumber, big fan of that one too. But
I
God,
Saving
I want to watch
Silverman.
Saving Silverman right now.
Oh,
I want to watch
love
it
the
right now,
shit out of
guys.
that
I'll see you guys next week.
I'm gonna when we log out, I'm watching Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
Oh, great movie.
Such
And
a
awesome-
good movie.
Awesome soundtrack. Awesome soundtrack.
You don't want none of this Dewey. You don't want none of this Katie.
You can take my kids, but you leave my monkey.
All right, mine was Young Guns. I had Young Guns 1 and 2. I love
Good
both
stuff.
of them.
Good stuff. Blaze of Glory, baby.
We could talk about movies forever, so I had to cut
Yeah.
us off.
And Sling Blade. How do you forget Sling Blade?
We didn't forget it.
I seen a little TikTok of Step Brothers, and there's a deleted scene. And man, that's just funny. It's somehow the one guy was saying, "I'm going to take the family business," and the guy's like, "I'm a fucking doctor. How are you going to take the family business? I made a kid hear for the first time in their 9 years life." Well, what the hell? Anybody can hear. They got 2 ears. I'm like, dude, this-
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Talk about Moby Dick. Sweet Led Zeppelin joke. Sweet Led Zeppelin joke.
All right. Question number 2. What is your favorite color and why?
Well, I'm a big fan of red, but I love it when it's complemented with black.
Hey-oh.
I don't see
Why is that?
Wolfpack is back cause of mass destruction.
KOC for life, brother.
I figured, but I wanted you to be specific.
No, I love it. Look at that. Look at this. Look at my background. How
I
badass
figured
is
you're just
Yep.
being like Adam because the Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah.
No. Actually, these colors also are my high school colors.
Cool.
The Hickory Hornets, red and black.
No lie, red's my favorite color, and red black's my favorite color scheme.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all take a
No
guess.
lie.
I'll let y'all guess what mine is.
Red.
Everyone loves red and black.
Y'all are fucking geniuses. Y'all what?
All right, so question number 2 is super
Mike, you're red
easy.
black too?
Yeah. Hey,
Clean sweep, baby.
All right, so question number 3.
You didn't answer yours.
Mine's red. The
Oh my,
49ers.
are you serious?
Yeah.
All right. So question number 3. What was one of the themes of one of your birthday parties growing up?
Come on, man. Seriously?
I think I
right.
know Adams.
I didn't really have themes, but back in those days, the Super Bowl was at the end of January, and my birthday would I had like Super Bowl birthday parties,
Cool.
which
Did
was
it
cool.
ever land right on your birthday?
Yeah, definitely. And then they started doing it a week later because of the bye week, and it was my son's birthday. Now it's Valentine's Day, which all the women are really thrilled about.
Remember, guys, treat your ladies so you can enjoy the Super Bowl.
I mean, really, it's insane that they didn't think of that.
all right. I got two on this one. One's
All right.
mine. One, it was one of my birthdays. It's not so much a theme. We just went to the skating park, but I remember that one because it was the first time I got to ride on the back of the motorcycle with my stepdad. After the party, And the reason that one right there is so like I remember it is as we were pulling out the parking lot, somebody cut out in front of him, and I guess because he said something, I guess I don't know, it was because he was in skates for a couple of hours or what, his foot was feeling funny, but we ended up sliding on some gravel and we wrecked on the motorcycle, which I mean it was just a tip over, but my first time on a motorcycle before we got out of the parking lot, wrecked.
That's memories are made.
Is that your favorite theme?
No, I said I didn't have no theme for
Skating
me.
party was the answer.
Right.
But for William, it was his 4th birthday, I think it was. We did a zombie themed birthday party because he's big in zombies. But we did it at the park. So we were at a big park, bunch of kids there and everything else, and every kid that was with us was painted up and dressed up as a zombie.
That's
So
cool.
we had a bunch of damn zombies like running
Freaking
around.
kids crying everywhere.
No, only Mike was crying.
Freaking amazing. I mean, like William's face paint and everything else was amazing. I'll post a picture of it.
Mike was running around with a Nerf gun, taking them all out.
We had like Nerf zombie guns and everything.
Somebody help!
It was amazing. Like his birthday cake was a picture of him as a zombie, and that's what it was. It was just freaking cool.
Go ahead, James.
When I was in 3rd grade, pretty much the only like themed birthday party I ever had, but you know, it's morphin' time because that was right when the Power Rangers movie came out, you know. So it was right when the VHS came out because they went to that holiday push. You know, my birthday. As you're listening to this, my birthday is Sunday. So send your boy, you know, with some money. PayPal is at James L. Corright. No, I'm kidding.
I thought I'd cash out at the tuna.
Yeah,
Happy birthday!
But yeah, this as you're listening, the 26th is my birthday, but the Power Rangers movie came out on VHS, so I got that for my birthday. A couple friends, you know, got me like some action figures and stuff, and we had a birthday where we pretty much just played with the toys and watched the movie. So that's the only like themed one I had, and you know, dun 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 dun, yeah. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I have a shitload of action figures too. Probably worth some money, not gonna lie. But yeah, Power Rangers theme one. The only themed one I ever had. Fucking awesome.
Unless you colored on them like your Hulk Hogan.
Easy.
So
Adam.
Brad, I know you'll know this. James, you might.
Oh yeah.
California raisins.
Yeah, that's what you showed us last week.
Right up there, I've got right there. I've got some of them up there. So I had the California raisins growing up a couple of times, and I always had Ninja Turtles. When I turned 30, I had a Ninja Turtle theme cake.
Heroes in a half shell, baby.
Turtle power, by golly.
That's
So
awesome.
I ain't afraid to say it. I had Ninja Turtles at 30, and I'll probably have it at 40 next year, too.
40, huh?
Do you remember when you were 40 about 12 years ago? Just wondering.
Oh, all right. And one of my themes growing up was I had a party at McDonald's. I don't know if you guys ever had that or went to one of those where they have like someone in a Grimace costume and you get, like a bunch of you play like pin the tail on the donkey on the wall and
Funny
like a bunch
thing is,
Was anybody the Hamburger?
years.
so it's a bunch of fun
The
little
funny
games.
thing
We all
is-
got a free Happy Meal, or my mom probably paid for it. But
there was
Yeah.
a clown. There was a clown at that party, but it wasn't Ronald McDonald. There was some other
Hey-o.
clown following you around.
Hey, producer, check your phone real quick.
Oh,
Oh, here we go.
Come here, little boy. You want a Happy Meal?
I think an El Corai family member and Mike are continuing to be in cahoots entire
that's-
episode. No, never mind.
I think Mike's asking for pictures and claiming they're for the show. He's probably got some he's never seen. I'll be right back.
all right, well that's the end of my segment.
Oh, hallelujah.
Talk
Brian,
about
I'm-
Mike's meat minute.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
man.
back. I missed a week and a half, so I'm back. I'm bringing it up.
Ain't
So-
you?
Now
Boy,
we see
ain't
why you were out getting Okra pictures.
you.
Voices
Paparazzi
in-
on me. Oh wait, it's just Mike.
We still got another match to go. Dear God.
No, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, the zombies.
The zombie one.
Gotcha.
Where's your face paint, Mike?
I forgot mine.
Waka waka waka.
That's me and William and his sister. And then we got one more coming up. If he shows up, boom, there's a cake.
Damn.
That might be
Scary.
a badass damn birthday right there to go to as a kid.
Good ass cake.
That would be. Hey, good pictures for the theme of Know Our Crew this week.
Right? And you can
What?
see those pictures on Premier Streaming Network.
What kid wears FUBU?
Hey, that's for us, by us.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah, that's an adult line. That's not for a 4-year-old.
He might have been 3.
Oh, it's okay then. Yeah, it's okay.
FUBU baby.
Well, is it time
Wow.
to rock this town on match number 2?
Never thought we'd get here.
Well, hey, to keep the Thanksgiving tradition, we're going with another late year match. It is Diamond Dallas Page versus Eddie Guerrero. Buckle up, buckaroos, because who knows how long we're going to talk about this. It is for the it's a U.S. title tournament final for the U.S. Championship. It took place at Starrcade 1996, which was December 29th, 1996 of that same year. And it took place at the Municipal Auditorium in Nashville. Wait a second, we just did this. Oh, look at that photo, baby. Crispy.
Hey, those cars actually look, fairly.
Within 30 years.
That
Yeah,
red
yeah.
stripe looks photoshopped to shit. You know? But that is a crisp ass picture.
No, I like
the
it. A lot of nice
municipal-
red.
Municipal
place looks
Auditorium.
That looks familiar. Weren't we there a year or two ago
Oh,
for Flair's last match?
we weren't. You.
I wasn't.
I think
thought
you're
one
the
of y'all-
only one that was there.
I thought one of y'all went.
No, we don't have Adam money.
Right?
It's 2 hours down the road.
Hey, true.
You can watch Ric Flair's last match here on Premier Streaming Network.
Yeah.
Had an attendance of 9,030. It had a buy rate of 345,000. Piper Hogan obviously helped with that, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. Had a match length of 15 minutes and 20 seconds, and Meltzer gave this one 3 stars. But, that's enough about that. Devyn, how did we get here? The U.S. title tournament final.
DDP won the Lord of the Ring early in 1996.
Well, yeah, the
2
Hobbit.
weeks later, Eddie Guerrero would challenge him. Eddie Guerrero would get a small package and the victory on DDP. He would officially win that Lord of the Rings ring, but immediately after, DDP would destroy Eddie Guerrero, hitting him with 3 straight diamond cutters and then a couple off of the top turnbuckle. It was pretty brutal until Chavito came down to make the save. Eddie storyline, Eddie Guerrero was hurt. In real life, Eddie was off perfecting his work in Japan. DDP would feud with Chavito for a little while until Eddie would return. Eddie would return and immediately go after DDP. Him and DDP would have a fantastic match at Halloween Havoc that DDP actually said was one of the matches that really put him on the map as a superstar. Eddie would actually make a last-minute decision in the match and allow DDP to hit him with a diamond cutter and win. So this was the third and final match. It was the 2 men were on each side of the bracket, one all their way up, and here we would see who would be the new United States champion.
So who knocked out Gandalf in that Lord of the Ring tournament?
It was probably the
Samwise-
NWO helping DDP.
Samwise is Rudy, so wouldn't he come back and win? But I figured Gandalf would run the whole thing.
Waka waka waka.
So we have DDP's entrance, then Eddie Guerrero's right after. Did you like his attire, Devyn?
I don't know. I can't really get behind this.
Eddie's, that is.
Eddie Guerrero attire. DDP, he looked like the man. Like always, he's got the sunglasses looking cool. Eddie is just him in the singlet. Is just I was never really a fan of it.
So did this feel
Brett. Hey, before we get going, did y'all notice on DDP's entrance, it was dubbed over with the music, but they still had the subtitles on.
It was. I did notice.
The commentators were talking, but we don't know that if you watch on Peacock. Now, if you watch on the network overseas, maybe they have the commentary there. But yeah, because I was watching, I was like, "Fuck, is my Peacock messing up?"
So did I. I didn't know if it was just my Peacock, but then I watched it the second time. But yes, you're right. My closed caption was working because I put the closed caption on just so in case I want to read the moves and stuff like that, or it just helps you really with when you really dive into these matches. But
is
yeah,
DDP's
no noise.
Music copyrighted? Because it's like a knockoff of "Smells Like Teen Spirit," isn't it?
Self high five.
Yeah.
High five.
But they didn't play that on this one.
No, they didn't. You're right. That's probably the reason.
And then when Eddie came in, bam, commentary just kicks right back in.
But Mike, did this feel rushed to you, these two entrances?
Yeah, they kind of went out too quick. You think they kind of rushed for time on the match? Maybe
I don't know. Yeah, it just was very odd to me how quickly. Usually, I swear these entrances are half the match sometimes. But
it was crazy. It was crazy seeing Eddie Guerrero getting pyro like that because he was one of the cruiserweights, and him coming up, getting out of that cruiserweight, tagline or whatever they went by back then. This was a big deal, so it was cool to see him get all this pyro.
But James, who are the announcers?
Well, glad you asked, because we have Tony Schiavone, Bobby Heenan, and the American Dream, the father of a grandson of a plumber, Dusty Rhodes.
They lock up. Does the crowd not seem too excited, Devyn?
Well, I don't know. I feel like the crowd wasn't fully into it at first, but these are two of the greatest wrestlers at the time, so they definitely would improve that.
Arm drag Guerrero, a lot of showmanship by both early. Adam, are the guys trying to build excitement for the crowd? And who's the referee?
Referee Scott Dickinson in this match. And I think they're kind of slow playing it because this is Eddie, like I said, Eddie Guerrero is he's the luchador. He did a lot in Mexico and he's used to the fast paced stuff. So him slowing down was just probably something DDP said, "Hey, look, this crowd, we got to get behind them." And I don't know what matches happened before this either. So
that's true. Drop kick by Eddie, now both on the outside. DDP in control on the outside, raking eyes and using steps. DDP hitting like Sheamus here a little bit. Eddie pulls him over the ropes. Mike, is this too early in both of their careers to have a big feel?
No, I mean, they're still young. They're trying to get him over. So, I mean, why not do something like this?
Yeah, this was the 6th match of the night. So, the crowd might not be into it as much because they didn't see Ultimo Dragon, Di Malenko. They just saw, let's see, it was Medusa. She was in the second match, and then Rey Mysterio, Jushin Thunder Liger, Chris Benoit, Jeff Jarrett, and then the Outsiders against the Faces of Fear. So they didn't see a bunch of big name guys.
Gotcha.
The crowd just might have been kind of tired right here.
Swanton over the top rope by Eddie, drop toe hold by Eddie. Now armbar goes on for a while. DDP gets out, throws down Eddie, who bounces back up twice. Very athletic, James. Eddie's athleticism is off the charts, isn't it?
It definitely is here, and they do point out a bunch of size discrepancies, but Eddie is like more. It seems very agile, and I don't know if you bring this up during your notes, but I want to bring it up for sure. Commentary talked a lot about the main event, and
you bastard.
Okay, never mind.
It's all right. It's all right. That's hey, we're live, baby. As you say.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna ask it later, I digress.
Eddie lowers the rope. DDP head of steam out of the ring. Eddie crossbody off the top rope out of the ring. Dallas drops Eddie's chin on the top rope turnbuckle. Then Eddie's neck on the top rope. Devyn, is it hard to tell? And this goes into the question you asked, Devyn. Is this hard to tell who's the heel and who's the babyface here?
Yeah, it definitely is because DDP's doing a lot of healer stuff to me, but you kind of feel like the crowd's behind DDP more. Like, to me, it feels like that, and Eddie's kind of doing more of the babyface work. Like, DDP's getting a lot of the heat here, which normally that's the heel that's drawing more of the heat first on the babyface. Eddie's doing a lot of selling. It is. It's really like two tweeners just going at it. Really, just I'm loving the feud that they have.
Adam, is this a match you would show to maybe students or people that are young inside of Spartan?
Yeah, probably so. I mean, because anything Eddie Guerrero, especially with him and DDP, because how can you have a bad match between these two guys?
Right.
And to go back on heel and babyface, they were talking about DDP, the ring and not giving it to him and doing all this stuff. I thought it was pretty clear DDP was the heel because he was not doing what said he's going to do as far as like not giving the ring to Eddie and doing all this shit behind his back. And
that's what I felt too, but also like the crowd was behind DDP. It
Yeah,
was
it
a
was
weird.
confusing.
I
It was
think it's
very
been-
confusing.
Yeah, and I think because of Eddie being that cruiserweight, those matches you can't tell who the damn babyface and heel is. So they probably just used to cheering for Eddie or for whoever, and DDP's he's the star of the match.
And DDP's involved in something, so maybe
Yeah.
he's like getting some cheers.
Reverse pile driver to Eddie. I think that's what it was.
That was a sweet ass move.
Yeah.
Great picture.
Yeah, it's like a back, reverse tombstone or something.
It was different. They didn't say what it was, so I said reverse pile driver. That was close, I thought. DDP in control. Mike, why is the title not at ringside?
Is it on the line?
I didn't even notice that.
Well, they bring it up and it comes up later, so we'll find out. All right. James, so this is funny, James. Are you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
All right, so I was going to ask you how Dusty's commentary is, but then right after it, I said, so after I said this, I realized there was a lot of Piper Hogan talk. Isn't that funny?
It is kind of weird how it's a lot about the main event and it's not really much about the match. I will say closed captioning had a lot of fun with Dusty Rhodes. It's kind of more comical to watch because it's a lot of like auto-generated captioning, and on Dusty they fucked up a bunch of stuff, which I thought was funny. But I do have a Dusty quote that had me dying laughing. Do you remember? Do you talk about the froggy splash in your notes?
I do, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, they're talking about the froggy splash and all that stuff. Dusty is saying it, obviously, and then he was like, Dusty's like, if he was to catch him in the froggy splash with the diamond cutter, it'd be a squash frog.
No, I didn't put that-
Dynamite
okay.
stuff right there,
Yeah.
dude. I was dying, like,
No, that's
because
good.
because you gotta imagine like the Dusty like half lisp thing. If he was to catch him with a froggy splash with a diamond cutter,
That's pretty good,
squash
James.
frog.
Pretty
So yeah, that line got me. But yeah, closed captioning had a bunch of fun with Dusty, but the commentary solely about the main event and then like randomly calling moves, I think it kind of takes away from the match itself. I know we've had this discussion many times when we watch matches. I just say I kind of want to ask JR about that. Like, hey man, like I know you're selling the main event, but you say you try to put people over, but if you're talking about the main event, you're not putting any of these guys over in the current match. Like
I'd ask Tony Schiavone.
Yeah.
Because I know you get to talk to him pretty regular.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, Devyn, would you buy the
Hey, Brad.
the Heenan Book of Cheats?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Tony Schiavone referred to that.
And then
I don't
there's-
remember exactly what Heenan said, but I would do this to be a cheater. Yeah,
Dude, we
I
can't
thought it was a great line by Schiavone.
we can't undersell the fact that Schiavone, Heenan, and Dusty, like on commentary, dude, that's a dynamite trio right there, man. It really is. No pun
Dynam-
intended. obviously.
Dynamite. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no pun intended, but
No
yeah,
fun at all.
that's a good fucking trio. Dusty and Bobby bouncing off of each other, and then Tony kind of mediating and mitigating it. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, Dusty and Bobby. There's that one line. He says something about, "I'm glad his boots are tied. He'd have knocked him right out of them," or something like that.
Yeah. He's like, hold on, I got to go back to that boots tie. He's like, yeah, because he would have knocked him out of his boots.
That's so good.
Great stuff.
Abdominal stretch applied by DDP, swinging neckbreaker DDP, Eddie kickout.
Oh, go back. There it is. Perfect picture.
You knew
Go
this was
back.
gonna happen, Brad.
Go back to the abdominal stretch.
Abdominal stretch DDP using the rope now.
Using the rope. There we go. That's how you know he's a heel right there, baby.
Adam, is the ref ticking you off in this sequence with the rope? Or do you think it's
No.
good storytelling?
It's good because it's the usual, he checks twice and misses it third time, catches him. I would have kicked his arm off the rope because that's what I've had to do before. Or, I would have chopped his arm down. You're like, hey, let go. Or I'd added a little bit more to it, but it's classic heel fooling the referee.
Abdominal stretch by Eddie, but he's not tall enough to hold it, according to Heenan.
That was funny.
2 count kick.
I think that's what you need to do one day. When you got somebody doing something like this and they're grabbing the ropes, you need to smack their hand like a kid. When a kid grabs something they're not supposed to, pop them.
I did that when I was at Rocket City. The girl was actually pulling the rope back, and I smacked her hand. So she let go of the rope because the babyface was trying to go for the rope to get a rope break, and she was pulling the rope away from him. So I went and bam. So I love that. I love that stuff, man.
It hurts. You do it to kid. They cry for like 20 minutes afterwards. All you gotta do is boom. It's a tough move, man.
The whole kicking his arm off. I'm bad. Sorry.
That's all right. 2 count kick out. Big clothesline by DDP. DDP is showboating too much, according to the announcers, but the match needs it for the crowd, don't you think, Mike?
No. I don't think they need the showboating.
You think the crowd's into this match? Because I do not.
No, but do you need a taunt or do you need to work?
I don't know. I just think that they were trying things.
I think it's just a heel working the crowd. Yeah.
They were, and it's kind of like what Adam was saying. They were just tired. It was nothing to do with the match itself. They were just tired.
So DDP, shoulder block by DDP. DDP into the ring post and hit it hard, according to the Dream. Leg sweep to DDP. Big shots to DDP. Announcers seem into it now. Headshots to the turnbuckle from Eddie Guerrero to DDP. Did you watch this live, James? And were you an Eddie fan this far back?
Did not watch it live. Poor household and stuff. Well, not poor, but not well off household in that financial state that we didn't.
There was more stuff he needed other than WCW.
Yeah, my parents were not. We never got. Well, we got one pay-per-view live, but I digress on that. But no, I do think. What was the second half of your question?
Were you an Eddie fan at this time?
I kind of was. Obviously nothing real crazy at this point compared to years later for sure. But I will say that I was midway on both of these guys. Not saying they are mid. I'm just saying there's a little bubbling under the surface for both of these guys around this time. And it was kind of that they're going from B players to A players, starting here. So there's a bubbling interest. I'll put it that way. There's definitely
I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. They weren't
these guys
stars.
are on the come up. They're on the come up.
Right. Exactly. They were mid Carters.
Yeah.
That leg sweep too, Brad. You mentioned that leg sweep.
Yeah.
The way DDP landed, my God, man, he almost broke his damn neck.
Yeah.
You think Mark McGuire swung a bat or Barry Bonds or something swooping him off the feet?
Yeah, it was a simple leg sweep, and he almost
flipped way fucking back.
Yeah.
Suplex by Eddie, cover out at 2, back body drop by Eddie, misses the frog splash, cocky cover by DDP. After that cover, did it seem to you, Mike, or Devin, I mean, that this match, you knew who was going to win?
You kind of thought who you knew was going to win. But, Eddie Guerrero won the first time they've won, or the first time they faced by just barely winning, by literally rolling them up.
I know. DDP. I just feel like there's times when you just know. You know the spot. You know what's coming next. We've watched so much wrestling.
Hogan.
What's that?
No.
Oh, Hogan. Sorry.
I really don't think you could tell here, just because it was going either way.
I wrote it for a reason. That's what I'm thinking. I think I thought it here. I just wondered if you did. I'm just curious what everybody thinks. So DDP to the top. Eddie hits the rope, and DDP goes down. Atomic drop by Eddie, I guess, into the cover. Kick out. I know you love that spot, Devin.
Hey,
I do.
That was a great spot when he jumps up and bam!
That top rope atomic drop was great, man. That was perfect.
Yeah, good picture.
That is how Eddie won their very first match, by the reverse atomic drop there and then rolled up DDP.
That was all right.
So I love the callback.
I'm messing with you, Devin. I know you loved it. That's
That
why I
was
did that. Another cover kick out. DDP goes for the diamond cutter. Eddie reverses into a backslide cover. Out of 2. Now they're trading shots. Power bomb to Eddie. Cover kick out. You guys can finish your own sentences, Tony says. That is good shit when the other 2 announcers are
Telling
finishing.
you, man, Dusty and Bobby, like, I think we didn't appreciate it when it was going on as much as because everybody talks
Yeah.
about, JR, King, Gorilla, and fucking Jesse.
Jesse.
Bobby.
Shout out to
It is-
Shivani there for picking that up. And that was on the fly. He's like, really, guys? You finishing your sentences?
Loved it, dude. This was
I love shit like that.
good commentary.
Shoulder to DDP, and we've got company. Big Sexy, Scott Hall, 6, all coming down the ring. Scott Hall into the ring gives DDP the Razor's Edge. Not called that.
Boy, howdy, that was grown man
Hard move.
strength
Isn't
right
that a
there.
hard ass move? Man, that
Well,
is a strong move.
I think it was just like it looked like it was going sour, and then grown man strength from Scott Hall pretty much like made it happen.
Yeah.
You know?
So, Adam, did this match need this? Because was something missing from it?
No, this didn't need this at all, especially because they were out here on the match before this. So it was definitely not needed just because, he turned them down to be the NWO. I just don't think this is the place or the time for it.
I thought it needed it. I really did. I really thought this match, I'm not saying it wasn't technically good. I'm not saying the guys weren't working hard. I'm just saying it just, it felt like it needed something. And I thought it did.
If it was just a regular match, yeah, but since it was for the title, I wish it would have been just a clean finish.
I think it kind of makes sense with the storyline.
Yeah.
But just
Yeah.
watching the match, it didn't need it.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Like how we, like if somebody right now that's listening to us is just now watching the match, they have no idea what's going on. It makes no sense at all.
So
And
frog splash. I'm sorry. Frog splash to DDP into the cover. 1, 2, 3 for the win. Does this match make DDP a big baby face because now he's fighting off the NWO? Like,
Yep,
he's been
immediately.
fighting off the NWO.
I didn't ask anybody. Sorry, guys. I just wanted an opinion, I guess.
He's been fighting off the NWO during this
yeah,
time.
I
That's why
just
they came out. But that's what I'm saying. Like match wise, it made no sense. Storyline, it made it. But I mean,
but they were trying to get him to join.
yeah,
And
because
he
they were
rejected
involved.
them.
They were involved last match. They're
Yeah.
involved this match. Like Mike's saying, if you're watching it just this,
Mm.
you don't realize that last match they interfered,
Yeah.
too.
All right.
Just
And
like
that
our
was-
first match, one of the guys is involved in 2 feuds at the time.
Oh. Eddie's fighting.
I prefer the clean finishes for a title, especially a tournament. I just for the prestige of the title. That's the only reason why I didn't think it needed it.
Yeah.
Eddie's fighting off the NWO. Crowd is really alive for this. Now 3-on-1 beatdown on Eddie. DDP's out of it. And the whole time, the NWO had the belt. That's a callback to earlier in the match.
they stole it before then, and they stole like a week or 2 before then.
Right. But we didn't know that coming in cold. That's what I'm getting at. They made a
Yeah.
point to say that the title wasn't at ring. When you have a championship match, the title's there. Okay?
Right.
They hold it up. It's just what it's for. It wasn't
I mean,
there
we're
because
doing
they
that
had
now.
it.
We're doing that now with MJF.
Yeah, you're right. So unless you guys have anything else, we have a couple of listener questions.
They left with the belt too, right? Eddie
Yeah.
didn't leave with it.
Oh yeah, everybody was down and out.
Yeah.
I thought of one thing while watching this match. This is kind of the biggest championship win in Eddie's WCW career. And his biggest championship win in his WWE career came when he beat Brock Lesnar, which also was by the result of interference via Goldberg. Do you guys kind of think that those two tarnished the interference
It
tarnished?
does tarnish it a little bit if he's
championship
the baby face, because he's the baby face, right?
Well, I
If
don't
he's-
like it here because, and two, he's had this tagline of being the cruiserweight. He finally gets out of that cruiserweight level as like the mid card title, and then he needs help to win it. It sucks.
It does suck.
Yeah,
I don't like a
you're right.
baby face winning. Well, I mean, he actually wasn't the baby face here. It's really confusing.
Yes,
but it
he
definitely
was.
But during the Brock Lesnar match, he 100% was.
True.
And I just think it tarnishes it a little bit because a babyface should win without help.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I mean, that's you gotta
Everybody
get,
cheats, so who knows?
like with Lesnar. I mean, you got to get off him. He's a big monster guy. I mean, why not have somebody come in there to help?
I get it, but Eddie wasn't really small yet anymore. He was maybe not tall, but he was freaking arms were freaking monstrous back when he beat him.
But here's the
He had a
thing:
lot of power weight.
this started the whole cheat to win for Eddie before he even knew it.
Yeah.
Well, we
And
did
that's
talk
a-
about that with Eddie, that he always had the same character, whether he was a heel or babyface. So
Yeah.
it's true too.
Eddie
This
just-
predates it almost.
It does.
when you look back at stuff like this, I mean, especially like in 96, 97, 98, Eddie Guerrero, I mean, you appreciate it so much more knowing now, you know, what he became and what he's done in like the history of wrestling. And you look at it and like, I didn't realize he was so fucking good. But I mean, he was just as good here as he was right before he died or when he won the world title, or he was just as good now, you know?
Yeah, just a little less beefy. Same
Yeah.
same talent.
Sweet hair.
So the question here from Matt M: Who would win a fatal four-way match between the Butcher, WCW, the Butcher,
Right.
I'm a sexy motherfucker, dude. Yeah, you keep showing
the Butcher, AEW,
What happened? That's the question we should be asking is what happened? Where did it all go wrong, James? Oh man, as I look homeless on this, haven't shaved.
When you stop wearing the jean jackets and the bow ties, that's
there
what
it
happened.
is. There it is. Sorry, Brad. Go ahead.
That's all right.
Matt M, we didn't give his appreciation.
The Butcher, WCW, the Butcher, AEW, Bushwhacker Butch, and Butch Pete Dunne. Who wins the fatal four-way?
He's done.
Most ridiculous question ever.
That was a sweet ass question. Don't you dare. Shout out Matt M, friend of the show, friend of mine. Been previous guest, check the archives. Fucking sweet question. I loved it. When I read it, I was dying
He's
like
done because he does that finger thing. That finger thing, he hurts like a motherfucker, I bet.
true.
I'm just saying. I mean,
I'm saying Bushwhacker Butch licks
What?
someone in the head and they just tap.
That's James in the picture there, hon.
Yeah, I
guess.
prefer-
Yeah, and I'm a sexy motherfucker too. I was 20-something years, 30-something years ago.
A Mrs. Stanton running.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
Bushwhacker Butch, 100%.
That's
Oh,
almost
yeah.
better than you, Brad.
Bushwhackers, love.
I'm going Bushwhacker Butch.
Hey, do they have a Manscaped for women? Would that be a bushwhacker?
Hey,
Everybody answer here.
Yeah.
All right, Bober, here we go with his bullshit. Why must you subject us to a match with Butcher and Barber Beefcake? Next.
Blame
Like
Brian.
Hogan and Butcher?
Whatever he wrote.
Hey, Brad,
Who's a better butcher from Ben Jones? Ed Leslie or Abdullah?
Abdullah.
Abdullah's the better butcher, but Ed Leslie's the better barber.
There you go. I agree 100%, Adam.
That's a good answer. A damn good answer.
I got a few questions on Twitter here. Hogan's Terry wants to know. I just got it. Everyone says DDT started too late at 28 years old. Could he have accomplished more if he would have started at a very young age, like 22 or 19?
No,
I think he accomplished almost everything. So
Yeah, you
no,
know.
I mean, he was a big guy, so maybe.
no,
I mean-
because he didn't have the gimmick back then. It was all about that gimmick that skyrocketed him.
Yeah, but could they give him something? Could Vince
He
give him
gave-
something?
But he could have been the Red Rooster. Like, I mean, just because they give you
Well,
something, look at
I mean,
look at
Vince
the trash
did give him
man, look at
something.
the hockey player, look at all that stuff.
Vince did give DDP something. Look what happened.
I know, but that was after.
The stalker, or whatever he was.
Dumb.
So I think
it depends on who he was signed for, who he went with, and what was going on at the time.
if he was able to start 10 years earlier with the mind that he had at the age of 28, then I definitely think he'd have been a success. If he'd have started like some of these guys that we see start at the age of 22 and are out by the age of 26, like that truly could have happened. But if he got it all and we see him come into the WWE with 10 more years onto his life, I think he could have reinvented himself and became another star.
I think, I mean, if he would have came in a couple of years earlier, he could have went with, Flair or Luger or Sting. I mean, he was right there where he could have been with any three, and that's three different types of people right there, three different types of wrestlers, and he could have wrestled each one and had a good match in.
Yeah,
as long as he was good in the ring. If he put his heart to it where he was good in the ring, he could have had that match with all of them.
It's really hard to say because since he did kind of start that late and all that stuff, like it was a good character, good gimmick or whatever. But if he wouldn't have started that late, maybe he would have been stuck with something that sucked, and who knows, what would have happened.
That is very true.
It's a hard question to answer because he definitely had the talent, but it kind of comes with like, what would they have stuck him with? And since he started late, he kind of became that people's, champ. No offense to Rock, but everybody was throwing up diamond cutters, in the crowd. So you never know. Like that's a damn good question. It's hard to be a what if on that one because you really don't know.
Yeah, the biggest thing is what they would have stuck him with.
Yeah,
might have got Firebreaker Dallas.
And since he started late, he kind of flew under the radar. No one really cared, and then boom, he just like rose up real fast.
Great guys. I didn't know what we were going to get out of that. One more question from Dark Order number 11. Eddie Guerrero, would he have been a good addition to the current LWO?
Big time.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's a home run.
I don't like the LWO. I don't like the new LWO.
But that's a booking thing. Like,
yeah,
I like everybody in it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't think the LBO should be baby faces at all, except for Eddie, except for Ray. It feels heel. It feels.
If they were running that place like heels, that would have been great. Yeah,
I'm telling you, I don't know if you guys watched the NXT of them. It had the other. It didn't have Selena in there, but it had
Eduardo del Fantasma.
I loved it, and I don't remember. She's in NXT still. She's the tag team with Lola Vice. Do you know what I'm talking about, Adam?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway,
Alexa Lopez.
She was great too in that.
Yes, she was.
I just that's my opinion about the LWO. But Eddie would help anything. So we all know.
Yeah.
So.
I have a question.
If they push that other two guys from LWO, I think it would be better too. They're only pushing Ray and a little bit of Carlito. But if they push the other two guys, I think it would help a whole lot.
Yeah, it's a booking thing with them, not a.
At least put on some tag matches. Yeah, put on some tag matches.
I don't know his WWE name, but DJZ, he was awesome in Impact, like 5 years ago, and now he's one of those guys on the side of LWO.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Joaquin,
because they don't name those guys too much,
He's good too. Joaquin Wild's damn good. They're
good tag team.
Yeah.
They
ain't had a chance yet.
Yeah, they were a good tag team in NXT.
I'm sorry, James.
No, you're good.
What do you got, Bodie?
Someone did send me a message or not a message, but they commented on Facebook, so I got to read it. Comes from friend of the show, Bobby Duncan.
Hey, Bobby.
Bobby.
Shout out to Bobby, great dude.
I'll see him in January.
Hey, that's awesome. And he's in education. He's a teacher. He promotes education, all that stuff. So he's teaching America's youth. Got mad respect for that. But his question is, how different would DDP's career have been in WCW if he had joined the NWO? Which is a great question.
I think he'd have got ran over.
I don't think
he would have been a Buff Bagwell.
A Vincent type, not, yeah, but he just would have been a guy.
He'd have been lost in the shuffle.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
The fact that he was the rebellious single guy, I think it did wonders for him.
And that fucking, putting on the shirt, diamond cutting Scott Hall, I mean, that's iconic. Like that's really iconic. So if he would have joined with him, he would have just got lost. You know, he'd have been 1 of 40. You know?
He'd have been one of the B team players. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there were more people in the NWO than fighting the NWO.
Right? Yeah.
And that doesn't really make sense. Like, it shouldn't be bigger.
Especially with WCW. Like, wouldn't they all band
Yeah,
together? But it felt
that's
like
the
NWO,
organization. Yeah.
NWO always battled one dude, like every time. Piper. You know,
Hey,
Sting,
James,
like,
I got a question for you. What do you think was bigger when DDP did that with the NWO shirt and diamond coated Scott Hall, or when Sting came out, had the white and black shirt, then ripped it off, suplex Big Show, and then ripped it off and had the red and black shirt?
man, I think the DDP one is more long lasting, you know, like it's more iconic because when Sting like fights the NWO, then kind of joins like a side faction of them, it's kind of weird in my opinion. Like, how you gonna fight these dudes?
Fighting against.
Yeah, how are you gonna fight these dudes for like a year and a half and then kind of join like half of them? You know, it's kind of weird to me. I get it. The red and black. I was a fan of the red and black NWO. Sweet entrance music, awesome song. But yeah, I think DDP doing that to Scott Hall made DDP. So I think that's a more iconic moment because Sting doing that was just like a part of part of it. When Sting pulled off the mask thing, that was dope. You know, but yeah, like Sting, you know, putting on an NWO shirt, the white and black one, then going red and black. It's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but it's not you know,
as big.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's the questions. Back to you, James.
Is it?
Fucking A. Well, you know, great feedback from the fans. Really appreciate those questions. As always, hit us up on social. You know, Brad, you know, peek behind the curtain. Brad usually posts what we're talking about, you know, before. So you can leave your messages there. As always, you can reach out to any one of us for sure.
And if you have any special questions, you send it to Brad. Brad always answers all your special questions on air.
True, it is Brad's show.
Yes.
We are at his mercy, you know. But no, I guess it's time for as everybody's, you know, enjoying this holiday and being thankful. Fucking be thankful, guys. Come on now, you know. Save the bullshit for give me gifts, give me gifts, give me gifts. Nah.
Thank you for saying that.
It's all about being thankful. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking be thankful. Believe me. And you can check the archives from 52 episodes ago where I went on a tirade about Thanksgiving being skipped and all that stuff. Be thankful. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, it's time for a Thanksgiving edition of Would You Rather. So, Brad, what would we rather?
So, would you rather? All right, these are real easy. Lumps or no lumps in your mashed potatoes? Devyn.
If the lumps are skins, hell yeah. If the lumps are just chunks, then I'll smush it out with my fork when I get them.
You'll mash the potato?
Yes, I will.
All right, Michael.
I'm going lumps. And
any lumps will do?
Yeah, and especially skin. I love the skin.
You like the skin with the lumps?
I do.
Adam?
No lumps because I don't love my lady lumps. I don't want none.
Too easy, right? It's just too easy.
All right,
check it out.
I like going through and like I'll grab a piece of turkey out of the pan and then I'll like dip it in the mashed potatoes.
But you can't dip it in a lump.
Huh?
You can't dip lumps.
You can't dip it in lumps, but you just scoop up some taters on there.
Yeah, some mashed.
And then you dip it in the gravy and just.
Lumps belong in potato salad, not mashed potatoes.
Nope.
Sorry.
Well, what do you got, James?
I'm like Devyn, though. The skin adds it on there.
I was trying to be 3008, but I guess I'm 2000 late on this one.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not for. I mean, if it's like a little bitty, like it didn't quite get mashed, that's cool, whatever. But you know, like cubes, like no, it's mashed potatoes, not cubes in fucking mashed potatoes.
Yeah, not chunky mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
That means that's instant potatoes.
I don't hate instant. I don't prefer it.
I'm not
but
against it. Yeah, I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
not against it.
I'm not against it.
There's no
I
lumps
mean,
there though.
we all buy stovetop stuffing, but have you ever
Yeah.
made stuffing with bread and shit?
Whoa,
Bomb.
whoa.
You have-
Stuffing's the
I
next
don't-
question.
I
Oh,
don't
hold up, slow down.
Uh,
You have your instant potatoes, which are the nice and creamy one, and you have your mashed potatoes, which have lumps and stuff in it.
then
$1.50
it's
for a
not
side of
mashed if it's
potatoes.
lumps.
Yep.
That's not mashed potatoes. That's chunk potatoes.
No, it's still mashed potatoes. I'm telling you.
Head. I haven't rubbed my
A
head in a
chunk
while.
is not mashed. A chunk is not mashed.
I'm going no lumps. I don't prefer them. Like you said, James, though, a little bit, no problem. I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't feel like no. I want them smooth.
Then get instant.
I no. there you have it. All right, next one is stuffing. Cooked inside the turkey or outside of the turkey? Devyn.
Outside of the garbage can.
No one's talking to you yet. Devyn.
Inside, give me those turkey juices. Give me a wet stuffing.
Clip that.
Well, howdy.
That of yourself. Give
All
me
right,
a
Mike.
wet stuffing.
It's your turn, Mike. Now you can talk, pal.
Outside in the garbage. I hate stuffing.
You know it's bread.
I don't care. I'm just. not a
Stuffing
fan.
doesn't like you either, so don't worry about it.
Boom.
That's fine with me.
So no stuffing, huh?
It's a mutual dislike, fuck off agreement between us.
All right, Adam.
Outside's fine. I prefer the outside, but I love it. So, Mike, you can shut your little dirty whore mouth.
So you want it on the outside. You don't want it cooked inside, though.
No, I want it outside definitely, but not in the trash can. You dirty little whore.
All right, James.
I'm on the outside. I'm looking at it. Yeah, outside. I will say stovetop. Shout out to the cornbread stuffing. Missing out. If you everybody gets like chicken, turkey, sage, maybe. Get the cornbread stuffing, bomb. But I will say one time we made stuffing. I was at a friend's house during Thanksgiving, and we made stuffing with like pieces of bread and shit like that. It was way good too. But yeah, outside, you stuff the turkey with other shit like onions, celery, whatever the fuck you need to do. But
Oranges, lemons.
Yeah, oranges and lemons, like on Mike's Meat Minute covered earlier.
Well, wait a minute. Do you understand that you're taking the stuffing out of the bird?
Yeah, but it's
It's
mush.
cooked inside the bird.
But
and then
it's
you take it out.
mush.
I just want everybody to make sure we're
You need
clear.
a little. You need a little.
Fuck
You need
that.
the.
I don't want the stuffing nowhere near my bird.
I got a question for y'all. Do you put cranberries and sausage in your stuffing?
You know what? I've had a million different ones, but I don't do that particularly, but I've had it.
I don't do cranberry.
Sausage sounds bomb and stuffing, but no.
There's a million kinds of stuffing.
Cranberry's a hard pass on me.
So I like it inside the bird.
boy.
I think that is. And
Yeah,
listen, we don't obviously it doesn't happen often. It's once a year, But I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty tasty. And it took me a long time though. I was probably your
You
age,
like stuffing?
Devyn, to like that to eat the inside the bird stuffing. I think I was a little
Oh, okay.
skeeved out when I was a kid. Like, what do you mean inside the turkey? No, you mean up its ass? Yep, that's what I mean. All right. Pumpkin pie or apple pie, and any kind of apple pie will do. Devyn.
Pumpkin pie, and I got some in the fridge that I'm gonna eat after we record. Now that you just said that,
Michael.
What?
Pumpkin pie or apple pie?
Jesus Christ.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. I love pumpkin pie. Yeah, put
That's
some.
nice. I'm really happy the way you feel about it. You look really happy.
I love pumpkin pie.
Clip that, Devyn.
But that's my second favorite. I love banana pudding pie.
I like banana pudding pie. I call it pudding, but
No, well, I know what it is banana pudding, but it's banana pudding pie.
I know. I don't call it pudding. That's all. Anyway, Adam.
Yeah, I prefer apple because 100%.
James,
How much whipped cream we talking?
as much whipped cream as you want.
No, I'm kidding. Not really big on either. Honestly, I would choose apple before, but not really big on either. Like I'm as fat as I am, not really a sweets guy, honestly. But
What about cherry pie?
what's that?
The cherry pie.
Oh, Cool drinking water, you know.
What do you-
sweet some
what do you
potato.
mean?
He's my
Tastes so
cherry
good, make a
pie.
grown man cry. Yeah.
Cherry pie.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That Warrant, shout out Warrant.
Shout out Warren. Shout her. Well, who was that? That was somebody, right?
I thought it was Warrant.
No, but the girl.
Oh, Takei. What's her name? Tanya Tony.
Hey, Katane.
Kinosuke
Oh,
Tawny
Takeshita.
that's it.
Tawny
Katane. Yeah,
Katane.
that's her name.
Tawny Katane.
Yeah. Thanks, Brian.
Yeah. Shout out.
Shout out to-
I'm going apple pie, and I'll do apple pie. I'll do Dutch apple pie. All apple pies are good in my book. Pumpkin's okay. I just don't prefer it. How about a chocolate pie? That's good too. Anyway, last one, guys. This is really would you rather? Would you rather eat turkey for 3 meals a day for a week, or dress up as a pilgrim for a week? Devin.
Dress up as a pilgrim. I fucking hate turkey. I'll eat a
He
sliver of dark turkey.
He wants stuffing inside the bird, but he won't eat the turkey.
That's
I want
my
the turkey
favorite thing
juices
about
on it, but I
Thanksgiving.
hate turkey. I want the turkey
Is
juices
all
on it.
the sides.
All the sides.
me
Man,
some.
it's, learn
Shout
something
out green
every
bean
week.
casserole.
Okay,
Green
so
bean
yeah,
casserole,
no, wait.
squash, mushy
Wait,
mashed potatoes.
Green bean
Wait.
casserole is the best fucking thing.
time
in the
out.
world.
Time out.
Don't
Time
told us
out.
to talk.
It's Bobby Brown in the damn video. That's her name, Bobby Brown.
What? That's your prerogative. It's the way that you want.
No,
yeah.
the girl's name is Bobby Brown.
Not Tony Katane?
Being the cherry pie girl.
Huh.
All right.
Oh, yeah, because Tony Katane was Whitesnake.
Yes. Thank you.
Sorry. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
there we go.
Anyway,
Come on,
Okay, I had to
Brian.
clear that out so we wouldn't
I
get
like how
railroaded.
Adam kept it Adam on that one.
Yeah.
Straight up chimed in like after we already.
Adam being Adam. Go ahead,
All right,
Mike.
I don't want to get railroaded on X or Z or whatever it's called.
True.
Eat turkey for a week or dress as a penguin or
A penguin?
Penguin.
Yep.
Mike's over water.
That's the new thing. It is penguin.
I'm doing a penguin. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Dude.
It took 2 hours, but we got there.
Oh man, waddling through, baby. We are waddling through this episode right now.
I'm doing the penguin.
All
Like,
right.
I probably eat turkey 7 times out of the whole year.
That's a lot.
So- Yeah. Well, that includes turkey sandwiches.
Thank you.
Okay.
I mean,
not
turkey because
I'll eat a turkey sandwich.
No, but he's talking about turkey sandwiches from the deli.
yeah. Yeah.
So he's talking 7 times a year with those.
yeah.
He's not talking about the turkey leftover, James.
I'll eat turkey sandwiches all day, dude. I love turkey sandwiches.
I'm not eating turkey leftovers.
Here's a little bonus edition of Mike's Meat Minute, courtesy of James. You take your leftover, brine and whatever bullshit that you have with your turkey, you keep it, and with your leftover turkey and your leftover brine or whatever your celery, carrots, onions, whatever the hell you do, and you buy the pie crust thing, and you make a big turkey pot pie with all your leftovers. It's bomb as fuck. You buy the Pillsbury, shout out Pillsbury. Hey, looking for a sponsorship. And you put that on the bottom of the pan. You put your turkey leftovers, your celery, onions, all that, the juices and all that stuff. Mix it all together, put it on there, then put the other pie crust on the top, cut your slits, put it in the oven. Best thing to do with your leftovers is to make a turkey pot pie, and it's fucking awesome.
That does kind of sound good. It really does.
And that's
You know
James
what-
Meat Minute.
You know what I'm gonna do with mine? I'm gonna give it to the pig.
Of course you are. Hey-o.
Don't give it to the chickens.
I
All right, so you're dressing like a penguin.
The pig ate the chickens.
Devin's dressing like a pilgrim. Adam, what are you doing?
Here I go again on my own. Want to do that turkey, baby.
I love the music references.
Give me
Hey.
that turkey.
All right. And James, you're making pie?
Yeah. Well, no, it's turkey. Turkey, I'm not dressing as a pilgrim. I'm eating turkey because I love turkey sandwiches, not gonna lie. Really like turkey sandwiches.
But
I do like the Cajun turkey.
Oh
from the-
yeah. Boar's Head has a bomb ass Cajun turkey.
Yes.
But I will say,
Cajun chicken is even better.
for all your Thanksgiving needs, my favorite band, Dave Matthews Band, has a song called "Don't Drink the Water," and it's perfect for Thanksgiving. And you should listen to it. "Don't Drink the Water" by Dave Matthews Band. Perfect Thanksgiving song.
I'm dressing like a penguin with pilgrim clothes on. All right, that's
A pilgrim
I
penguin.
really hope you do.
You're gonna
A
be
pilgrim
waddling
penguin.
through with a big ass hat and like a vest and like
it's
a
gonna be
penguin.
like the penguin from Billy Madison.
Like Paul E.
And so you were like the Easter Bunny, you were Santa Claus, and now you're gonna be like a fucking pilgrim.
Yeah, that's coming up again. Anyway,
I mean,
that's it. Let's
Until after Christmas.
let's move on, James.
All right. Well, what better way to move on than to something to watch? And it looks like Devyn's watching something. So, Devyn, what are we watching?
So this week, we're going to be watching an actual Thanksgiving pay-per-view with
Ooh, that's a shot at Brad.
WWE's Survivor Series. We have War Games. We have the team of Finn Balor, Damian Priest,
Always read the cards of all this shit.
Dominic Mysterio, and Jade. What do you want me to do? Oh.
Well, it's like Adam went through the card of that Starrcade we watched. Now you're telling us the card of this pay-per-view. Like, go ahead.
No,
well, and,
no.
and then next week,
Watch the show. No card provided.
Well,
Go
that's
watch
rude. That's rude. Give the people what they want.
Well, you're going to see the team of Judgment Day going up against the grandson of a plumber, Cody Rhodes.
the
Seth
grand
freaking Rollins, the world heavyweight champion. Teaming with Sami Zayn.
I
Teaming
thought you
with
had the
Jey
card. What are
Uso.
you doing?
Hey, is
I
he
do.
showing up? Is he showing up?
I don't think so.
No, I think we hear voices in our head that weekend.
Yeah, I agree.
We're also going to see Rhea Ripley defending her women's championship against Zoe Stark.
No
who's getting her
chance.
first one-on-one title shot. I've liked Zoe's rise so far under Trish, and then finally becoming her own woman. I like it. And then we're going to be seeing the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, Gunther, defending against the two-time Grand Slam champion, The Miz.
Can that happen?
Can it happen?
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Right before Rumble?
It'll be a
Who
good
knows?
time. It's a
Brian,
good time.
I agree.
for the person to take it off him.
I
Right
think that
before-
it
right
puts him in the
before
main
Rumble.
event picture.
Right before
But, yeah.
Rumble. Who
Right
knows?
before Rumble.
I agree. I think it can happen. I think
I
it seems unlikely.
Who's the guy that lasted like forever, that last Rumble and all that stuff?
But, the thing about that match, Gunther, is that he actually had a 15-minute match almost with Cody Rhodes at the end of the Rumble. It was just part of the Rumble match.
Exactly.
Which makes it one of the best Rumbles ever because it was actually a match in the Rumble match.
Who had a grand entrance at WrestleMania last year?
Did you want him to be
Grand-
champion?
I love the Miz. I love the Miz.
If he
I
could
think-
go
No,
after
no, no.
Seth,
I mean Gunther as your main champion. Would you want that?
would it be Gunther versus Seth pretty much like going forward?
Yeah, I think so. I think you have to do it that way. You need one
But-
baby face, you need one heel, right? For those two.
Cody and Roman, be the other one, I guess.
'cause
Thanks
I
a lot,
think-
Devyn.
I like
think-
that.
Yeah,
And
'cause I think
Gunther-
when we
Yeah.
come to Rumble, you're gonna have to look in your eyes, and what are you gonna see?
The devil. You're gonna see the devil. Bam.
Yeah.
Let's see Randy Orton versus Cody.
The Forbidden Door.
On your
is CM Punk.
TV.
CM Punk should be the devil and should debut in WWE. That would be the dopest shit of all time. The guy that's ostracized from wrestling business, bounces back and forth. That would be epic.
Well, if that happens, you heard it here first on
It will
Devyn's
not happen,
Demographic.
but it'd be awesome.
No, Rumble, you're gonna see some kind of cult with a great personality at the Rumble.
Nope.
Yeah. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. At
I like how
Survivor
Devin doesn't know that there's a camera off button that you can always use. You can just always turn your camera off.
Randy Orton Survivor Series.
Series.
Yeah,
Randy
we
Orton
think so.
Survivor Series. Yeah. What you don't
Just
see.
clicked it 7 times and it didn't work.
Oh,
I think Devin said back to you, James. Right, Devin?
I did. Back to you, James.
Hey,
Oh,
back to you, James.
hell yeah. Well, sorry, I was hearing voices in my head. I guess back to you assholes. What are we doing next week?
So next week, unless something changes, I hate saying that, but you never know. We are going to have the famous Efren on the show. Efren.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Can't wait to see the audio thing where it's just like, yeah, big yell, and then like drops back down.
Friend of the show, friend of Ad Free, the game event, IRFB on Premier Streaming Network. And let me tell you something. Do we know what we're doing? It doesn't matter what outline. I'm going to put together an outline. We aren't going to follow it. That's what's exactly going to happen because Efren takes over the show. If you listen to the Pond Water Dave show, when they had Efren on, Amy does trivia at the beginning of the show. 40 minutes in, she was through half the questions. That's Efren.
I think we'll probably have matches picked. And
I'm thinking one.
Who knows what the hell is going to happen?
So I had some ideas. I'm just waiting for him to respond, but it'll be an entertaining show to say the least. So really excited to have Efren on. It's a long time coming. I really like Efren a lot. He's a fun guy. So that's our next week.
I don't know.
Back to you, James.
I don't know if y'all know who Efren is, but that will be a fun fucking episode. It'll I'm not comparing and contrasting, guests, but that guest is gonna be a fucking hoot. I guarantee you that. And who knows what it's gonna be, and it's definitely gonna be exciting, definitely gonna be fun. And we're all pretty excited to have Efren on the show. Man, stay tuned because that one's gonna definitely be a doozy.
Can't wait.
And who knows what's gonna happen on that one? You'll just have to see. So follow along on the journey with us because y'all are taking the journey with us. You know what I'm saying?
Besides Efren being on, because Efren makes his own show.
Exactly. So join us on that journey because hey, you're here with us because it's your show. Speaking of your show, is it time to conclude it? Shout out to the small number 19. Conclusion always has the smallest number on the outline. I don't know why, but it's hilarious as fuck to me. But want to thank the crew here. I obviously said it during my little segment, but want to thank the guys here. Oh, one more. Look at that joyous happy kid. We need to find that joyous happy kid again. You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck is he at? You know where he's at? Doing dumbass shit as his job. And that brings me to the conclusion. Because we all obviously life is never gonna be peachy keen and just like rainbows and daisies and shit. And number one, it's all about showing up every day in life, Don't let anything hold you down. You show up every day. Huh?
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Sweet shirt, sweet PJs. Shout out to that. And look at that smile, baby. People say have a good smile. They must
that hair. That hair. It started going from there.
Right?
Brad.
But obviously keep treading through the mud. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you enjoyed the time with your family. And if not, hope we provided some type of escape for you, whether you're traveling, or anything. But it's all about being, thankful for everything. Obviously, stay hungry to pursue your goals and dreams. But, sometimes it's not that bad of an idea to sit back and relax and ease your mind and just really appreciate things. You know what I'm saying?
And from all of us, happy Thanksgiving.
Exactly. And always remember, life doesn't get you down. You pin life down. And if life does get you down, always remember, kick out at 2. Because that's what we do. And that's what you do. And you keep fucking moving forward, baby. Because, hey, it's the end, coming towards the end of the year. There's new chapters on the horizon. Keep fucking pushing. Because that's what we do. And, of course, that's what you do. The main important thing. And this is your show, The Kickout Crew. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And guess what? We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Happy birthday, James.
Ah.
Woohoo!